Oh, there we go. Right, we're live. We're live on the air.
This feels good.
Yeah.
Live.
What up,
Woo!
Isaac
Live
Sims?
at 10:05, 10:06.
Do we have any? I've got a bit of a format down for today. I thought we'd do some announcements, and then I've got
Yeah.
the intro rolled up, so we can do the intro, and then we can go straight into our first video, which is Dark Souls 2, and blah blah blah.
That's incredible.
Yeah, and now, so I'll do an announcement very quickly, just to say that apologies for all the editing issues because I've not done my editing basically. I've got Dark Souls 2 went out last night. I've got another one edited and uploading as we speak. And then I've got 4, maybe 5 episodes of Danny Souls to edit. So I'm going to do all of that today.
Whoa! You
Which-
guys got to stop
But
recording.
that's intentional. That's not that he's behind. They record a few in a row.
Yeah, we just do a boatload in a row. So, but they'll all go on Patreon.
You'll
later.
learn. You're
yeah.
gonna learn. They're gonna get you. They're gonna be like, "Oh, you
Yeah,
should have
they're
done
gonna
this."
they're
Then,
gonna
then
have
they're
something
gonna.
to say after each video, and then it's gonna hurt every time another video comes out and you read the comments that you couldn't have physically seen because you've already recorded the second video.
Yeah, exactly.
It's gonna hurt. Morgan's right.
Anyway, so that they're all. Well, it's quite easy to edit Danny Souls compared to Dark Souls. Well, I mean, it's kind of the same because I have to find all the deaths still, but I don't know. It's just drop in. It'll be fine. So they'll all render tonight, overnight. They'll go up tomorrow. I think that's all my announcements. The other thing I was going to say was, oh yeah, Patreon. People who needed merch. The merch store is fixed because I had a big fallout with Teespring. They broke our merch store for about a month. Nobody could buy anything.
no.
What?
Yeah, nobody could buy anything. The checkout was broken. I was like arguing with the customer. Well, not arguing, but I was like, they didn't know what the problem was or anything. And eventually I was like, look, is there somebody more technical who I can speak to? They figured out what the problem was in like 2 seconds and just fixed it instantly. And that was 1 month just to speak to the right person. But anyway, it's been fixed now. So somebody bought a t-shirt yesterday. So thank you, whoever that was, if you're here. And also, people who wanted, or people who were due merch, who are patrons, should now have tracking links for that stuff. So,
Ooh, nice.
yeah, and I threw some extras in because of the weight and all that stuff. So, putting some of those face masks, the really popular ones that people seem to like.
I
love
keep
my face
getting
mask.
told it looks like Jesus. Like everybody thinks I've got a face mask, except for friends.
I don't get
no,
close enough
Morgan.
to another person to have them talk to me.
You don't. Well,
No, who are you talking to? Like
I,
on the street, random people. That sounds
I walk
crazy.
a dog. Do you walk a dog? You will go for walks, but you don't live in Venice.
Yeah, when I see somebody, I cross the street.
Yeah. When I see somebody on my side of the street, I consider myself lucky because there's 2 on the other side.
You gotta move.
Okay,
I got an announcement.
go on, shoot.
I'm playing Skyrim over on Twitch. If you guys want to come hang out in the mornings, 9 to 10:30, sometimes 11 if I'm shirking work a little bit. And it's going pretty good. I probably beat it in like a day or 2.
No,
You're gonna
really? Are
beat
you
it in
just
a
going
day or
straight through
2.
it?
Wow.
I figure at
I
this
mean,
rate,
you
yeah.
could. You could, but then you're not playing the game right.
Well, the problem is I was getting dominated, and then I went to the DLC and I used some some tactics. I used some traps in a dungeon to kill some enemies that were like way more powerful than me. And now I have gear that allows me to be way more powerful than the regular game, so I'm rolling through it pretty quick.
Wow. That's actually kind of fun. It wasn't the difficulty of Skyrim that made me enjoy it so much. It was the seemingly living, breathing world. But I never played any of the DLC. I think that when I finished the game, there was just the first DLC had come out, and I didn't really play it.
I mean, my plan is to eventually murder every living thing on the planet.
Oh my God! Why? What's wrong with you?
I'm a vampire orc. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I'm playing in character.
Yeah, I mean, I have to say with Skyrim, like I think it wasn't the difficulty as much as it was the immersion aspect of it. But like I poured a lot of hours into Skyrim originally, and it probably took me like 6, 7 months, maybe more, to complete it. I mean, I wasn't playing
Oh,
it all
really?
day. I wasn't playing it all day every day, but like at least put an hour or two in after work, and probably longer on the weekends and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, it took me a long time to complete every single quest and just get everything out of the way. Took me ages, absolutely ages.
I don't know if I'm gonna complete every quest. I'm like I'm getting a Catman right now with Sim's direction, and then I'm going to start killing everything on the planet.
Cool. I mean, you just do you, I guess. But like,
I guess so.
James, do you have any announcements?
I guess the one big announcement that I'd say is on April 24th at 5:30 p.m. Pacific time.
Wait, I have to stop you for a second. Is this GameFront related?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know if I believe.
I mean, in the way that you're in it, so and you're in GameFront, so that's related,
that's
or that it's specifically related
that's
to GameFront.
That's the way.
God,
it's related.
dang it. Okay, good.
On April 24th, 5:30 p.m. Pacific time, I'm going to be in Austin Sketchfest doing Alchemy This. So if you'd like to see a live stream on Sunday, I think it's Sunday, it might be Saturday. It's definitely April 24th at 5:30 p.m. So I'm looking forward to that. And the short film that I'm in is
there's
in a
more,
festival, so people can see it.
There's
more
about
GameFront though. That's the weird part.
There's
I'm
more.
in a short film, and it's probably the best role I've ever played. And I haven't been able to show it to anybody because theaters haven't been open. Like, you can't go anywhere. But they're doing a virtual festival, and I can find that link somewhere where I do amazing English accent.
Is this the thing with the accent? Oh no! Oh no!
Very proud of you, but neither of them have anything to do with GameFront. They're both about your personal.
I thought that was just announcents. I thought we were just doing announcements.
Okay, I mean,
yes. I feel like I had a real announcement. I can't remember what it was.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll give you.
And I guess the last announcement was that.
No, I'm rolling
I have
intro.
recently shown.
Go on.
Is it too late? Can I give my final announcement?
Yes.
Yesterday, I revealed that I'm a legendary PUBG player, and I'm probably going to be playing more PUBG. So I guess that's an announcement I have.
Oh my god!
Roll the intro.
Yeah, look out, streamers everywhere.
Right. Okay. Well, we're starting with Dark Souls 2, which is the most recently released video, but we're saving Danny Souls for the end because that's when Zach's going to come and join us, hopefully. So,
well, baby's got to wake up.
He's awake. He's awake. He's just punching a few doors, having a few coffees, and then he'll be okay.
Speaking of waking up, did you feel that earthquake, the double earthquake last night, Morgan?
I did not. It was at like 4:44 a.m. I was asleep.
It was at 4:15 and then 4:45.
No, it was like a 4.0, and I'm really close to it. I'm in Torrance, and it was in Lennox, so...
you didn't feel that?
I was asleep. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay. All right.
I
guess there's nothing to talk about.
Is that quite bad at 4.0? Is that like...
It's pretty big.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, it's not gonna... Nothing fell off my shelves, but it is... And I'll be honest, I didn't feel it either. But,
come on.
But I woke up because my neighbors were all outside talking about it. And, like, I can hear through the walls. So I could hear them talk about how there was an earthquake, and I felt like kind of ripped off.
I think I
still had to wake up, but I didn't get to feel it.
I think I've been in an earthquake a few times. One time it happened overnight and I slept through it as well. But like one time, I think it was about 2:00 in the morning and I was awake for some reason. And it wasn't like a massive earthquake or anything, but I was just like chilling on the sofa watching TV or something. And it felt like the wall kind of went away from me and then came back towards me again. And it was the strangest sensation because like it's not like everything moved together. It was like the wall. Do you know what I mean? Like it was like the house was made of jelly or something. It was weird.
Yeah.
It was.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, I'd never.
I've been through quite a few earthquakes. The worst one was when I worked at Guitar Hero, and all of the offices were just glass. Like it was just walls of glass, and the whole thing just seemed to keep going. And they told us to like go underneath our desks. So I get underneath my desk and I'm just watching the glass just wobbling in front of me. I'm like, if that shatters, this is going to go right into my eyeballs. But
yeah, being around glass probably isn't great. Like completely glass
it
walls,
must be
building.
like, I assume it being in California, it must be some sort of safety glass. But I didn't trust it. It looked really wobbly.
Oh yeah, it'll be fine. Don't worry. They've thought of everything and you're safe.
Anyway.
Hill arguing over some cheap consumables, for shame, both of you. James?
I don't think
What?
James has any answer to that.
Hawkeye
I don't- I'm just
1000,
trying-
James, don't use the great sword. I personally don't like it and you aren't good with it. It's important you use a weapon you like. Blocking is important for you.
Mm-hmm. It is. I don't know. I thought that. Well, I'm excited to use something else. I thought I was doing pretty good with the great sword.
Yeah, we're doing fine with the great sword. I mean, you died pretty quickly.
Yeah, but I also killed a lot of guys pretty quickly. When you were going, it was taking like 15 minutes per enemy. Me, I'm like whoosh wash, done,
And then
done,
you
done,
died.
and then I
Oh,
died. Yeah.
Scorcho, how did Morgan's audio get so bad? So I think that my
That might be
go
my
ahead.
fault. I was going to say I'll take responsibility if it's my fault. It's just that's kind of what I got from your audio.
I don't think. Yeah, no, I think switching over, it changed my recording device from my microphone to my camera.
that would explain it because like you were very quiet, so I had to boost you right up. But when I boosted you up, then you could hear trucks and airplanes and like just things going on in the
Yeah,
background.
there's a lot of stuff going on.
So and it did sound a bit like. So I tried to do what I could with it. Like the one that I edited today is fine again. So it's a one-off.
Yeah, I think I caught it after that at some point. But yeah, I don't know. When I switched from using my own Streamlabs to logging in as GameFront, it also changed all my defaults, so I just didn't catch it. I don't know why they wouldn't they wouldn't search for the highest quality microphone, or if you have an external microphone, that would be the first microphone that the computer would pick.
I guess the computer doesn't know though, right? Like it's they're all just microphones to the computer, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
should
think
just
the computer's not
automatically
being like,
ban
oh,
all
his voice
Logitech.
sounds real sweet on this mic. Let's take this one.
Yeah, they should do little samplings and be like, wouldn't you rather use your nice microphone, you stupid idiot?
well, the other thing as well is
Yes.
like I feel like when computers try to be helpful like that, they almost get worse, right? Because that's when it intentionally starts. Like you set it to something and you think it is set to the right thing, and then the computer decides something else is better when it might not be, changes it, doesn't tell you. Like it's better to kind of be in control of your, they call it PEPKite, don't they? Which is problem exists between keyboard and chair, which means if it fucks up, it's your fault. So it's kind of the best way to go, I feel. But like anyway,
That's hilarious. My brain's not working. Sorry.
well, Zach's just saying that his audio quality, like you stole his audio quality. So it's good to know that Zach acknowledges that his audio quality isn't great. But
Yeah.
Does Zach
we did
have a
a
microphone?
live stream of Fall Guys this last weekend, Friday, Saturday. I don't know.
Yeah.
And his audio quality was fine. So I don't know what was happening when you guys were recording.
well, when I've upped the bitrate to the maximum and stuff, actually the last couple of videos we've done this weekend, so the last 3 that we've recorded, actually, like Zach's audio is probably the best it's been. Like it's really, like he sounds like a different person altogether when he's got good audio going on.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're getting there slowly but surely. But yeah, every truck and plane coming through in full surround high def, exactly what you want. Sound effects, right? Sound effects. Anyway,
Nick Hanley, Morgan, you should really use all your SS flasks before popping live gens. JK, that's a JK emoji train. I'm actually on your side on this one. Don't worry, you're not going crazy. Yeah, James did something in fear. I lost my brains in this
Yeah,
video.
I realized I had to step off the gas for a second.
For a second, it's been like how many videos of Dark Souls 2 have we been doing this, and you've been writing me about popping.
Oh,
these...
no, you snapped. I meant when that happened, because there was a little piece of Morgan that broke that day. And I realized, well, I've got to be careful. So I don't know if you noticed, but I've been a little nicer after that.
But you don't see the error in your ways yet.
I still believe you're wrong, but I'm willing to, if I don't want to, I want your experience to be as good as possible. And I can disagree with you all day long, but I won't tell you to stop taking those little magic beans anymore. Those
Thank
are
you.
yours.
Thank you.
Just be careful with the humanity, okay?
Oh God. Inchin
at least,
pennies.
the King of Kings agrees anyway. So there is also that. Simon DG says, not sure why you're not using poison arrows against the casters. 3 shots and they're poisoned.
Yeah, it may. Well, now I'm just mashing him with a sword, and we've moved past that area, so we're good.
Yeah.
Towards the end of the video, in the beginning, it was definitely going very slow. Hoarder on Morgan has a good point about the healing, and James will still keep using the useless healing as he always does. Keep up the great videos.
I don't even think that this person actually watched the video because
Hey, you've got to type, James.
I've got to. Well, maybe in Dark Souls 3, I'm using what someone could consider being useless healing, but in Dark Souls 2, I'm just using the Estus flask. That's got to be considered a better healing device than the magic gems, the life gems.
I mean, I just think that they're saying in general you have a history of doing whatever the worst thing healing,
and then you have a history of good points. I have a hard time believing this.
I know you do. Sam Yelps,
all
great
right.
job, guys. Keep them awesome videos coming. Is that real?
I could think it's quite funny that the Neolites just put thanks for the visit.
Thanks for the visit.
Neolite Rest.
But then
Neolite's here.
But YouTube's also like, yep, this is spam. Do you want to give it a spam response? Because
spam it back. More to come. More to come.
Yeah.
More to come. Thanks for the visit. So
Thanks for the visit.
There we go.
Ooh, now we're getting to the good stuff.
Morgs and Jabs, you should check out Ashen. It's co-op Dark Souls, but less intense. The art is also gorgeous. I'm interested. I'm not against. I've heard Ashen.
James, will
is
you
good.
play Ashen with me?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay. I think I have it. I think it's on Xbox. I can't talk. Xbox Game Pass.
I have Xbox Game Pass.
I also have Xbox Game Pass.
It's like a really good deal. You have it for PC or for the console?
Yes.
I think if you have
You
one,
have
you
for
get.
both.
I think you get both.
No, it's extra money to have the Ultimate Pass.
Well,
I used to have the Ultimate Pass, but
Oh, okay.
I don't have the
I thought
Ultimate
if you had
anymore?
I thought if you had the Xbox one, you got PC stuff anyway, but you could get a PC only one which was cheaper. Or am I?
that's possible. I got the cheaper one because I don't have an Xbox anymore. My Xbox is broken.
Okay.
Oh, you only have it on PC. Yeah, I've got it on both. I play a lot of Xbox still.
The thing I miss most about my Xbox is being able to use my Kinect and be able to play the game Fantasia. I'll probably never be able to play that game again because new Xboxes don't have the Kinect like attachment, do they?
Did you just say that you miss your Kinect?
Yeah, he did.
I desperately miss it. It's something I think about often. It's a fun game to relax and play. Have you played Fantasia?
No,
It's not that fun.
because I've never owned a Kinect. I'm not a maniac. Like
Ah,
like I've never met anybody who's ever used a Kinect before. Like that's actually like
yeah, I thought the Kinect was great. Sometimes I would just look at the Heat Vision version of it. It's fun to just look at it. You can do tricks with the Kinect. I love augmented reality, and I don't think they should put it on the PC. My Logitech camera's got to be good enough to track my hands to play Fantasia.
why you want Track IR? Maybe you should look into getting like Track IR for stuff. Which is like
Okay, maybe
like
I've
like
never
a
heard of
webcam.
Track IR.
Track IR is like a special webcam that tracks your movements of your head. So like if you move your head around, like your head moves in the game as well. So it's a bit like a poor person's Oculus.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Like you have a VR headset though, right?
I often like poor person versions of things.
Dark Page trying to rush and watch this video before fan mail. Then I realized, damn, it's hella long.
Well, you made it
it's
into the
a
fan
long
mail
one.
anyway, so you're okay.
You did it. Simon DG, James, the water is so dark. I wish it was brighter. Morgan, finds torch stand. James, I think you can light your torch here. Morgan, why would I want to? James, I don't know. Facepalm, facepalm, facepalm.
I think that would be like we need to find maybe I don't know. I think that a lot of our Dark Souls moments could easily turn into a comic strip. Like that would be a perfect comic strip. I don't know if it would be that funny, but that seems like a 4-square comic strip. That would be perfect.
We should get little cartoons of us made and do comics. That would be fun.
Yeah. I mean, once you make the body of it, like then you can just put that into every comic you do. Like you can
The same
create
body over and over
it
again.
being digital. Yeah.
Zach,
Drugdor.
Zach just wanted to, on that subject. Zach wanted me to ask, when are you doing your lore videos? Where are they?
Oh yeah,
Oh, God.
James. What the frick?
I've been thinking about it.
No, you
but I mean,
haven't. You haven't mentioned it
it's
once.
so daunting of a task. I don't
Well,
even
how do
know
I
because
help you?
I keep thinking about how I would do it. The way I would do it is I would have to read somebody's lore book or like how am I supposed to learn the lore to do the video on it?
You gotta do your research.
Unless I just go into the game and do what I was saying is the first thing I haven't read and start reading it. But the problem is there's so much
They already
I
gave
don't
you a
know.
task. Your first task is to learn everything you can about Big Hat Logan.
Yeah, but for me to do everything I can about Big Hat Logan, this means each lore video is going to be me having to complete like you see Big Hat Logan in many parts of the game. So I would have to find him at the beginning of the game. I would have to play through and find him again in the Duke's archives. I'd have to find him again. Like there's a third place I don't remember where he shows up, but like there's a lot to go into on that.
Maybe I'll find us some lore videos for you to watch to get an idea of how they should look.
I thought you were gonna do spoof lore videos. I didn't think you were gonna do serious lore videes.
Well, I mean, he's gonna try.
I could do some spoof lore videos, sure.
But it has
As
to
long
be
as
kind of
it
based
not
in
help-
reality. It can't just be you like making stuff up completely. You have to like take the core thing and then tell us what you think it is. Crispy AI says just don't do them. All right, moving on. Drugdor, Scheme and Heaney gets wombo comboed by random mob, proceeds to chug a flask in its face and dies. Also, Scheme and Heaney gets wombo comboed by the same mob, proceeds to chug a flask in its face and dies. It's the encore we never asked for but still receive. Thanks, Heen Dog.
Well, here's what you guys don't realize is I was getting wombo comboed and gonna die either way. Me chugging that flask, I died both times. But if I didn't, I was dead either way. I was dead in the water, as they say.
Yeah, you are really quick to give up, so I understand that.
Okay, well, I think we're gonna have a much different attitude when we start reading the Dark Souls 3 comments because I did pretty good in that.
Speaking of Dark Souls 3 comments.
Oh, Dark Souls 3, here we go. Before we even start this,
Yep.
I had a grumpy day. I think all of these videos I was a little grumpy in. I'm going to do better with my feelings. So there's a lot of, again, they go deep on it. And I guess I'll apologize up front for being grumpy with James, and I will do better going forward.
I think that I accept your apology. I think that it takes two.
I was
to
apologizing
tango,
to them, to the audience, for being grumpy with you, not to you.
Okay. Wow.
Okay,
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, then you know what? Nothing.
Anyway, on that awkward bombshell.
Yeah. So here it is. I hope. Oh my God, this is. I read this comment and I don't like it. I hope that you guys abandon the idea of doing the DLC. Morgan doesn't seem to be enjoying this playthrough at all anymore, and it's getting a bit tiresome constantly listening to him complaining about every little thing. I think it was a grumpy day, and I think I also had pushed you. The last thing that we had done was the healing issue in Dark Souls 2 the week before, and I think that it was kind of like a little bit of animosity still. Also, those knights are really not that easy. James wasn't necessarily playing well against them, though you keep berating him for using his fireballs when he's clearly better off doing so. But according to Morgan, this whole game is easy peasy with the exception of like 4 bosses. It's getting a bit irritating to watch. That's all I'm saying. The optional guy, I think I hear you, but I want to say that I feel like galvanizing and fortifying and doubling down and killing this game as best I can. I feel like I did pretty good that last video, and I want to keep it up.
Yeah, and when you were fighting that night, I wanted you to use your sword to practice using your sword.
I know, and that's why I was dying to him. I could have easily killed that knight with the fireballs, but I was trying to practice with the sword.
Yeah. Dragdor can't blame Big Morgs at this point. James decides to grace us with a 27-minute farming intro followed by the 100th equipment overhaul video to wear a shield. He's convinced there's some sort of weapon armor hidden in that equipment screen that will somehow solve his poor execution and mechanics. Those nights easy parry bait. Does James even know the input for parry? James, do you?
I do know the input for parry.
What is
but
it?
it turns out the new sword that I have, it's L2.
It?
It's L2.
You hope.
But the new shield that I have doesn't even have parry. The new shield that I have is sword art, which might be for the best. Because I can end up, instead of using the parry, I'll be able to take away their shield if they're blocking with my sword art. Right?
What about the 27-minute farming video?
Well, we had said that we were going to farm the stuff because we wanted to get the 2 points of strength. And then it ended up that we needed to have, after getting that, it ended up we actually needed 18 strength. So we knew we were going into it farming. And instead of just doing quick with the fireballs, we figured it would be good to practice with the sword, which is why it took so long. We could have done it quick with the fireballs. Well, the equipment overhaul is what brought me back to the sword that I ended up doing really well with. To wear the shield, I don't know what that means.
All right.
I think that he's talking about so that I could equip the Black Knight shield, which was what we said that we were going to do last time we did the comment video.
Yeah. Isaac Sims, James should use both the fireball at range and the sword in this game. It's whatever it takes to win. As far as the DLC goes, don't say that because we all want to see his playthrough to the end. I'm sure they both still enjoy it or they wouldn't do it, but James is on a quest and he's got to get to the end, DLC and all. You do have to do all the DLC.
I will.
With relation to the rest of this comment thread, which I don't think
when people start going in on each other.
Yeah, exactly. We won't read any of that stuff out because, like, you know, we're not here for
I think we've gotten to the point. Like I'm making a good effort. I'm going to try not to do much farming, but the other problem is if I don't do some farming, then I don't get, like, I feel like I'm getting underpowered in the rest of the game. I'm not going to do a lot, but I wanted to equip the shield that I said that I would equip last week. But I'm doubling down. I'm going to do better.
I mean, this is where we have like a Dark Souls theory. Oh my god, that's the worst audio I've ever heard.
Not again. Not again.
Oh, that's bad. That's very bad.
Get back in the trash can. Get back in the trash can.
Get How loud is that?
Come here. Hello? Hey. Hello.
I had to check to see if his
Good morning.
was up, which it is not.
Good morning.
Anyway. Good morning.
It's up. Guten Tag, Fraulein.
It's not Danny Souls time yet, all right?
Oh, it's not Danny Souls. Okay, I'll be back later.
Okay, bye.
Bye, I love you.
Anyway, I was just going to put my community manager hat on for a minute, which to be fair, I very rarely do because, like, most of the time people are very well behaved and stuff, right? Which is great. Like, very, very little drama. But, like, you know, don't descend into arguments in the comments because, like, it's like if people want to watch it, then they will, and if they don't want to watch it, they won't. But, like, if you've watched it and you've given some feedback, then obviously you care enough to still watch the video. So the feedback's welcome, right? Like, if you genuinely didn't like what you're watching at all, you wouldn't watch. So, you know, just to say, like,
I've read through this comment thread as well. I don't think they never, like, personally attack each other, right? I don't think they do.
No, not exactly.
I haven't read through it all the way. But I think that at the end of the day, the comments are for Morgan and I, not for each other. And I mean, I certainly want people to talk to each other and enjoy it. And sometimes if there's disagreements,
no one make eye contact with each other, okay?
I'm not going to get hurt feelings if the optional guy says this. In fact, it's going to inspire me to work harder because the optional guy's been around for as long as I can remember.
Yeah.
So it's not, and I think that it's in the same way that Morgan might have a grumpy day or I might have a grumpy day. Maybe the optional guy was just not into my shit like that day. And I get it. I'm okay with that.
I mean, he's specifically not into my stuff.
I think we all had a grumpy day
in this scenario, but it falls on both sides. Sometimes it's you, sometimes
it's partially
it's me.
like I know this. I can feel when I've been grumpy. I have been complaining a lot during this playthrough because of James's actions. And I just gotta like I'm not gonna change James. James is gonna do whatever he's gonna do, and so I'm just in cruise mode from now on. I'm just hanging out while James is playing Dark Souls 3.
I like this next comment. I like what the
If
I
Morgan and
like them-
James both get vaccinated, will they start doing videos in person together again?
and then-
Do we want? And then the Moen says, "Do we want James to be within strangling distance?" I am not 100% sure, but I don't think you would ever resort to violence, would you, Morgan?
With who?
Would you? With me?
Oh,
But
Lori
if I
Foster,
was- I'd be
James,
safe
you
and
did. No, I would never be violent with James. I mean, unless you were like attacking me with a knife or something, then I would snap your neck.
Okay.
Just hey, Ulyssars botnet. We started about half an hour ago, so you've not missed too much. Oh, good.
Lori Foster, James, you did good, buddy. You got to listen to Morgie sometimes. He's got your back. That's why I rail you sometimes. Danny, you have to realize free speak in North America, brew, not like the UK. Lighten up, dude. I have a harsh sense of humor. I was raised by Scottish and Brits born before the PC generation. Get a helmut.
I'm slightly confused because I wasn't in this video. So what? Can someone fill me in there? Like what? You
are really oppressing our free speech right now, Danny.
It might be
I see. So I haven't watched this video, and you've basically just been making false claims about me again, haven't you? That's kind of what's
It's
happened there.
possible.
Okay.
I
What did we
wouldn't
say?
put it.
Oh my!
What did you say?
I don't know what we said.
Right. Well, the chat will
Well,
tell me.
I
The
don't
chat
know
will
what
tell
I
me what you
said, but I'll tell you what I mean. I
Okay.
don't want any.
Oh my god!
I don't want any constraints on my free speech, but I realize I want some constraints on Zach's free speech, so I'm willing to make some sacrifices on mine.
You.
Is this the point where I just mute James and just take his camera away?
No! Don't mute
That's
me.
what
I'll
we do
behave
on
myself.
Bears
Please,
Supply. Joe
please,
Bye.
mutes him.
Bye. Bye.
don't do it.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
don't do it.
Pill, as much as I want to commend you on progress, James, your management game is atrocious. Black Knight Shield is the best option for high stability, medium-sized shield, but Lothric Knight Shield is close second, but a bit easier to upgrade right now, so you probably want to consider it as well. No.
Simple answer.
No.
Fair enough.
We're not considering any more different equipment at this point. We're going to move forward with what we got. Tim Peoples, hi all.
Yeah.
Zach Isar, Billy. Sup, Mr. Peoples. Isaac Sims, hey Tim.
Tim is very friendly. He says hi in every video, I think.
Is he a bot?
Mm-hmm.
I
Not a
don't.
bot.
I don't think he's a bot.
It's actually, I don't know if you realize this, but it's a group of 3 different people named Tim. And they get together and they watch videos together, and that's why they call themselves Tim Peoples.
This is James's fake lore video on Tim People.
This is the lore
is a
video
little-
for our.
Tim
Little-
Tim and Tim. You get together to watch Dark Souls 3.
Uh-huh.
That's why you
And,
watch Dark
and
Souls
together
3.
they are Tim Peoples.
Ralph Murphy, granted a slow farming start, but James needs those levels, so I had... Does he need those levels? So I no problem with it. James, you did a real nice job getting from shortcut 1 to shortcut 2, even though you guys forgot you had even finally opened shortcut 1 after 2 shows of trying to get there. Those 3 NPCs can be a B word, but with the help of Chaos Sped Vestiges, you kicked their A words, or I guess you touched their A words. Are you shaking the screen while I'm reading?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I was
sorry.
seeing that too. I thought maybe there was an earthquake,
like,
or I thought
I
maybe
was- I
I've
was
got a
trying
new
to-
screen, but
Sick.
everything was shaking.
Sorry, I was just adjusting a few things. I didn't think it would actually show up on your end. Anyway,
It barely showed up. It was just like a little twitching shake. It's
It's just like rattling in
Ready
my
to-
eyes a little bit.
just a little.
Ula Styles,
I don't know. I'm
botnet, new
expecting the
face
next
cams,
earthquake today. So
though very well done, are just way too big and are encroaching into the game footage. Yada yada yada. So yeah, we fixed this.
we're gonna
I
shrink
got to
those. Yeah.
watch Danny and Mikey fight this out on Discord.
we fixed
Brutal.
it now. We fixed it.
Slugfest.
See, I told you, everybody had a bad week last week. Like, everybody was having an angry week last week. No, it's been fixed. They're the same size as the old ones now, but just in the new... With a thinner border, if anything. So, like, they should actually be better. But, yeah, they were way too big, which is a pretty... So, they'll be the same size on Twitch. So, streaming, they'll be the same bigger size, because I think it makes sense for Twitch. But on YouTube recordings, they'll be the same size as they used to be, just with the new frame. We're kind of slowly... bringing some new shiny packaging that Mikey's done for us. Like, so that's the arrows in the background and all this other stuff. So, like, the intro has been updated now, and we're just slowly sort of rolling in. So it's a bit inconsistent at the moment. So some videos have the old frame, some will have the new one. But in a week or two, it'll all come out in the wash, and it should be better. But we're learning lessons as we go. So,
yeah, I would say overall it's getting more and more better, not worse. So we're trending in the right direction.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes it's just fun to be trending in general. 111, James Heaney Jr. Dat face. I don't know what
Can we
face I
see that
made. This
face?
is I didn't see that comment until just now.
should we see?
I hope
Should we
it's a
see?
good
Yeah,
one.
let's
I hope
take a
it's
look
a
at that
good
face.
one. This could be a
Yeah.
kid.
Oh, nasty
Oh, it's
face.
the face. Oh, this is good.
Oh, okay.
You can get a
The face
lot
is
of
right.
information
Dat
in
face.
real soon. All right.
That face. Isaac Sims, as far as what you want to level up from now on, I'd pour it all into health and endurance. If you want heavier armor, you can go vitality. That's just personal preference, but you will take less damage. He needs endurance. Stamina keeps you alive if you button mash like he does. Isaac Sims agreed. I
Yeah, I
don't
think
think
that's
you need
what
any
I'm going
more
for.
health. You're at the pinnacle of health right now. But endurance is not bad.
Hi, I Romania. New subscriber, yes. Who play? Loud man with big hair? Please no farm, sir. We drought. No more farming. Is no good. I Romania.
How offensive is that on the scale
I don't know
of
if it's
like
offensive at
things-
all. I'm not 100% sure.
I mean,
It's offensive if you come from Romania, potentially.
yeah.
It'd be-
I mean,
it'd
if you
be-
come from Romania, you probably don't speak English, and then that's pretty good. If, like, I don't know how to speak anything in Romanian.
Yeah, I think the threshold of people who will be offended is quite low. But you never know in this day and age, do you really? Like, maybe everybody's
We're
offended.
gonna offend such a small amount of people that they don't matter.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying.
Busted, Danny. Busted.
You always
Wow.
just putting a different spin on things. Listen, right, chat. If you thought that comment was offensive, put a Y in the chat, and if you thought it was perfectly acceptable, just put an N in the chat. We'll do our weekly polls. That's my new gimmick. Also, I quite like these auto responses. Thanks for the sub. Welcome and us. Now I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Do
I'm
us.
afraid that us is going to be U.S.
Us. No, it's not capitalized.
That's the weirdest.
So,
Yeah,
so
you're right.
there you go. And then we got a like. Our
Weird
own.
though. What is that supposed to be? Like, why is that an auto comment?
I have no idea.
Like, how is that such a common thing that they want to put it as an auto comment?
Maybe it's yes in Romanian.
Oh,
Oh,
Maybe Google is that clever. I don't know if it is, but like you never know.
maybe.
Anyway,
Brad Hahn, I think you currently have the ability to unlock chunks and Twinkling Titanite. You have the gesture, and you know the place in the dungeon to use it. I think at the far end of that zone is some ashes that you can give to the merchant in the shrine. After which she will sell chunks, twinkles, and Titanite scales. You have to fight one boss, the easy one, not the hard one. But be warned, the enemies in this area can be extremely annoying. Nick Hanley, no, he needs to go to the dragon area to get the ash chunks to be freely. But that's what he's describing. Don't you get yes? Then Nick Hanley says, "Yeah, that's what I'm talking about." And then Sims, I am nervous about James going to the dragon area because we all know what awaits there. Ralph Murphy, yeah, I don't think we knew that you meant with your first post, but I got you now. No, Brett Hahn is very clearly explaining.
So can you please, Morgan, get me to this place? Because I desperately want to be able to get chunks and Twinkling Titanite.
No,
Please.
you're almost done
I'm
with the
a
area
good
that
boy.
you're almost done
I'm a
with the
good
area that
boy.
you're in.
Okay.
just
So,
sorry, go on.
oh, I will do a little bit of a spoiler. You're on the precipice of the boss in the area that you've been working through. So I don't want you to get to the boss and then go to another area.
Okay.
Just
right.
just an update on the poll. The majority of people were not offended, except for Neolite, who was offended but isn't quite sure why, and Zach, who was shocked and appalled, and was just so outrageously offended by that. That I don't know. Anyway, but the majority of people were okay with it. So
Isn't Shock and Appall Zach's middle name? Zach, Shock and Appall. Dan?
I think when you look for the definition of shocked and appalled, in the dictionary, you just see
Yes.
you just find something said by Zachary Dant written there. Like that's just basically how that works. So I mean, I don't know, maybe some hyperbole there. Anyway,
Isaac Sims asked in the chat, the question wasn't, are you offensive? It was, are you offended?
yeah, Zach's just misunderstood the question. That makes sense.
Yeah, a little mix up. The Darkest Dragon,
so-
edit to
there we
message.
go.
Yes, level up endurance now for a long time, at least 25 to 40. Sorry, James, I messed up. I did say 16 strength. It was 18 needed for the Black Knight shield. We got that figured out. This is why we use the shield. You should finish leveling the Onyx Blade. We will when we get the Titanite. I'm glad to see James trying to make things work. We feel like we are in your heart, James. Also, so Morgan keeps reading, you are cute today, I suppose, sir. Thank you, the Dark Dragon. Danny, you are a legend, sir. Enjoying your Dark Souls 1 with Mr. Zach himself. Just a tip, stop trying to learn how to parry for a little while and just hold your shield up and circle your foes. Then attack, learn how to parry in a few weeks of videos. Hang around the game a bit more. You will survive. Also, ask Zach
This
to
is
fix your
insane.
role. Oh, yeah.
Don't
it's
come
crazy.
around here giving Danny tips on my post board, okay?
This is,
Keep it where it
well,
belongs,
first of
Darkest
all,
Dragon.
James, this is our playthrough. There's two of us in this
This is-
playthrough.
This one's mine.
Then do it solo.
Oh,
No, come on, Morgan. When I said mine, I meant ours.
I feel like these Hollywood egos that I've heard so much about are starting to kind of filter through. And
This
I'm
singular
feeling-
Hollywood ego.
Hollywood ego. Okay, sure.
James.
But just to, well, I mean, we record so many videos in advance that like I kind of already know the outcome of that advice. Some of it was kind of taken on board and some of it maybe not, but like I don't know, you can find out.
Does
This
it
is why
hurt
you
at all,
can't-
Danny?
This is why you can't
Does
get
it
so
hurt
far
yet?
ahead.
I know, but the problem is I don't know. I mean, I've it's good to be
Well,
ahead in a way.
here's let me just say what the problem is with my Watchdog Legions playthrough, we were doing one video at a time and it just got to be hard scheduling with people in the UK and the US. So then the reason I think that they're doing it is it's easier to schedule a big block of time to record it because otherwise it might not get recorded at all. Is that
That's fair.
probably the best? Is that the best explanation?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, we kind of have a good time down for it on the weekend. So as long as we're free, it's good. But like, I suppose the real reason for it is just logistics. So like, if for whatever reason, like I'm not able to record it for a few weeks, which may and probably will happen, there's like a buffer there. So like, there's
Yeah.
still plenty of videos to sort of come. And maybe we're doing too many, so maybe we're getting too far ahead of ourselves because like I'm about 5 ahead now, which is a bit unnecessary. Maybe we do 2 a week now the comments have calmed down a bit and just catch up a bit. I don't know. We'll figure it out one way or another. But yeah, I mean, we're going to try and be ahead a little bit, which is not great for the comments, I admit, because like people are going to give advice and it's already out of date. But it's just finding the balance, I think. But I know what will happen if we do it the same week. If I record it on Saturday and release it on Sunday or whatever, then eventually something will happen and I won't be able to do it for a few weeks, and then it's just going to disappear for a few weeks, and people are like, "Oh, where's Danny Souls?" And so I can't win.
I
either way,
kind of feel
basically, so.
responsible for that the Watch Dogs one because you were available and I kind of dropped the ball on being available for it. So I feel your pain, and I think it sucks that you can't be in step with the comments, but I'd rather get the videos and have a little bit outdated comments because the
Yeah.
videos are great.
I think the advice is still going to be good anyway. It might not be quite up to date, but especially in the early days of it, like any advice is good advice because I'm forgetting everything I learn like by the next episode anyway. So anyway,
Yeah, and Zach should have a pretty strong grasp on what you should be doing at any given time at this point.
oh yeah, he does. That's the thing. Zach is like Zach's kind of covering probably what everyone's thinking anyway for the most part. So
Yeah.
it's Andre. Andre's here,
Oh,
and he's first.
Andre, look at
first
me
once
look
again.
at
being
me
first
being
once
first
again.
for once. Or
That's not
first
what he
once
said.
again.
Why? A question for you, Morgan. Why is Andre suddenly on the first bandwagon? Like, what's
I mean,
going-
it's been a long-standing tradition that, as a watcher of these videos, that it's a huge honor to be first. That's why I always go for it.
But I've never seen him comment before, and now all of a sudden he's on every single video first.
Because he's been beating me. He's there can
baller.
be only one Alpha Titan at a time, and he's trying to assert his dominance as the Alpha Titan of firsting.
Fair enough.
This is a good tip. It's something I actually knew already, and this is kind of an example of the comments coming in later. You can tell me this, and I just need to be reminded of it constantly. Here's a pro tip for combat. The game actively punishes button mashing by queuing up all of your inputs and executing them one by one. This means you'll be locked into the animations and thus unable to react to challenging situations, avoiding an incoming attack or
Changing.
punishing an enemy. What?
Changing situations.
What did I say?
Challenging.
Oh yeah, changing. Yes, avoiding but changing situations are, in fairness, a challenging thing for me.
No.
Avoiding an incoming attack or punishing an enemy when they whiff. James especially tends to mash roll when he's panicking, meaning he misses so many opportunities to attack safely. That's the one thing. If I could change the approach to combat, I'd probably be a lot better. I know it's instinctive and it can be a hard habit to break, but you should really try to time your button inputs to the end of your current animation. This applies to all Souls games and is something they never really explain in the game. Well, they explain it by punishing you, and I know it, and it's hard because I panic, and I recognize it though that I'm panicking. It's like a nightmare where you're trying to run upstairs and the stairs become like glue. You know those nightmares, right?
No.
Yeah,
Meow
so you
meow.
see-
I once helped my grandfather hook up her computer over the phone, and I once thought I had endured the maximum amount of suffering a human could bear, and then I clicked on this video.
I
Good
helped.
job, James.
I helped my grandfather hook up her computer over the phone.
Grandmother hook up her computer over the phone. Yeah.
But it's much funnier the way you say it.
Isaac Sims, this video confirmed my suspicion about the Chaos Longsword is by far the best melee weapon for James's playstyle. Also, that Black Knight shield has a sword art ability instead of a parry, so you can guard break any shield wielder easily. Also, the sword art strong attack is a long range round and stab, great for attacking from a distance. Practice some with both to get used to it. The longsword has incredible utility. That's just good advice.
Yeah, and that's why the parry is not going to be really a question for at least a while, as long as I'm using that shield.
Well, I mean, that's one of the things that was so shocking is that you've never used parry. I've never seen you attempt parries. You never talk about parries. You never worked parries into your game plan. But the second the shield didn't have a parry, you were like, I got to get rid of the shield because I don't have a parry art. And it was insane.
Psychological safety net of knowing that he could parry if he wanted to.
He's never parried.
Yeah, but he could do if he wanted to.
Well.
And it's that safety barrier, that safety. See, look, I play a lot of Dark Souls now, you see, so I know quite a lot about this, and I feel like
Danny, I've seen you parry more than I've seen James parry.
Oh,
I've been playing with him for a
Oh,
decade.
please.
there's a lot of
What?
things.
That's true.
There's a lot of things I don't do, and Zach says you're not doing this very often. Maybe you should think about doing something else and just like not use a shield or whatever the thing might be. But my argument to it is, well, at least I know it's there if I need it. That's kind of, I like to have the things, right? So maybe me and James.
But he
are more
has
alike.
a shield, and he has the shield has a sword art that is more effective for James's playstyle, turtling up, and then he use the sword art to break their shield, and then he can punch him with a sword.
But they don't have that sword art in Dark Souls 1, so it's a little unrelated to your playthrough.
I just want to say from my experiences that I think me and James have got a lot in common in terms of we've got this unique kind of tunnel vision when it comes to Dark Souls. And
honestly, you sound kind of like an expert, so I do agree. Like you've
my
quickly gone into expert territory.
All right.
I agree. So
All right,
I think I've got a lot more
James is going to
sympathy for
switch
James.
over and be James is going to switch over and be your coach, and Zach is going to come over to Dark Souls 3 and start playing for James.
I mean, if that's what you want to do.
No.
I mean, Zach's already
Yeah.
said that he doesn't know Dark Souls 3 very well.
I'm putting a official trade waiver in.
I'm just saying that I think I'm going to be more sympathetic towards James in the future. I think people are too harsh on him. They don't understand just how he's.
I mean, I barely survived through Dark Souls 1 with James giving me his expert advice throughout the whole thing.
Anyway,
Danny, I just got to let you know that you're at the beginning stages of being an expert, top tier Dark Souls player, and there's going to be a lot of people saying some hurtful things to you. I am tough. I can deal with this. You're going to have to learn how to get a little tougher because you're an expert now.
oh yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to get thicker skin, but I mean, we're there for each other, right, James? So like, if it doesn't matter,
Absolutely.
doesn't matter what everybody else says. We
my.
know, we know how good we are.
Exactly.
That's all that matters. So
Uh-huh.
Wait, maybe you guys should do a playthrough together. Maybe James will
We
lead
should
you
do
through
Bro
Dark Souls
Souls.
too.
We should do the thing that you were doing, the co-op Dark Souls together. Once he beats it, we'll do co-op Dark Souls together.
Oh my gosh, that's gross. Nick Hanley, James, I'm not through the vid yet, but if you want souls fast, your best bet is to equip the Silver Serpent Ring and the Shield of Want, and then go to the Dragon Barracks and fight the knight near the Great Lance. You'll receive 5,238 souls per kill, and it's only 39 feet from the bonfire. You can make 30,000 souls in just a few minutes there. I think that's where I took you.
That sounds
Right, dude.
fun, but I don't know if I have the Shield of Want. It sounds like a great shield.
It's not great, but it gives you more souls. Simon DG, go back to the rooftop where you drop down on the cage and fight the winged knights up there. You can farm them for like 500,000 souls to 1,000,000 souls per hour, depending on your gear. Also, the first time you kill all 3 of them, you will receive a Titanite slab. So that's the area that you were in where you ran. You didn't actually fight any of the winged knights.
I killed a couple of them. What are you talking about? I didn't actually fight them.
No, you ran in the... No, what? The winged knights?
Oh, I thought you were talking about those gargoyle type things that are up there.
Oh, no, those are called gargoyles. The wing knights are... You remember the area where you drop down onto the birdcage?
Oh, yeah. I didn't like
Yeah,
that
so
area, though.
You ran from those guys and you've went into the hole instead of fighting them. There's
That's
also
not
a
a good
sword
area
or
for
something
me.
upstairs.
I'm a little afraid of heights.
You can get 1,000,000 souls in an hour if you go up there.
Maybe. I like this other one where it's 30,000 in just a few minutes. I just don't like if I'm on top of those like balance beams, I'm gonna be falling. I don't need the
No, you
additional
don't.
enemy of
It's
gravity.
okay. Listen to the words that I'm saying.
Okay.
You went up there to fight them, and instead of fighting them in the area that they are in, you then ran to the birdcage and ran away from them. So if you stayed in the area,
so
you
the
didn't
bird
go
cage.
to...
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank
Now
you.
I'm hearing you. I thought you were saying I had to fight them on the bird cage. I was like, I
Nope.
did not like that bird cage.
No, I didn't say that. You
The
weren't
bird
listening to
cage
all the
was
words that I was
scary.
saying. But I'm
Well,
in cruise
I
mode.
thought I was
I'm
listening
not
to the
mad about
important
anything.
ones, but
so
Everything's cool.
Simon DG says you killed the gargoyles. At least grab the slab. And then Ulla Siles Botnet says, please don't soul farm. It's so freaking boring to watch. This is on the live chat.
I mean, your level is high. You're at a high enough level that you can beat the entire game, probably.
yeah, but I'm gonna probably need to level up my equipment. But
But I
it's
mean,
not
like,
a bad thing to
yeah.
have extra souls.
You're gonna get so many souls from killing bosses going forward that you should be fine.
All right.
Anyway, Simon DG says, go back to the rooftop where you drop down on the cage and fight the winged knights up there. You can farm. Have we read this one?
We did.
So,
But
okay. Well, then Kamikaze says, James, what is your background? And I'm guessing that's the same background that you've got now, right? With the
no, the background I have now, I believe, is the one from Sedona, Arizona. The one I had last week, I put in
There's
post.
alchemy. This.
That is a.
It was an alchemy. This thing.
It was an Alchemy This advertisement for one of our Alchemy This shorts. It was like an Easter. It actually was a Humpty Dumpty episode, but I thought it looked like Easter, so I put it up behind myself.
I remember that one. That's quite a nice picture. Just out of curiosity, because obviously, like, you've got these Alchemy This backgrounds going on. Like, you spent 5 minutes at the beginning of the stream, kind of plugging your podcast and stuff there. I just want to know where the check is. Like, is it in the mail? Like, are you still writing that out?
For the free advertisement?
Well, I mean, nobody said it was free. Like, I don't remember agreeing to it being free.
I guess
like,
the only question I have
guess...
is when you're on the Alchemy This live shows, are you like, hey, check out my gaming channel, GameFront?
No, God, I would never. They think I'm really into sports and stuff. So I kind of have a different persona with those guys. I talk about football.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah,
All right,
I don't
that's
want
how it
them to
is.
know I'm into video
Wait,
games.
who are you
Adult.
liking this year in football?
The New England Patriots.
Oh, really? Why?
Yeah, because they have that guy. He's really good at deflating balls. I think that's him.
Tom Brady?
Yeah, I
Tom
love
Brady,
the Brady Bunch.
who won with the Buccaneers last year?
Yeah,
I
and
don't-
is he
You think
back
he's
with the
coming? You think
Patriots
he's
this year?
coming back to the Patriots? He wasn't on the Patriots last year.
Oh well, I was a little tuned out last year. I'll admit I was busy with I
Playing
was
video
watching a lot of
games.
the Olympics. No,
The
no.
Olympics.
The Olympics were canceled.
Crispy AI says that he does plug GameFront on Alchemy.
I do.
He does.
He does.
All right.
Oh, yeah, I tell you what, James. Fair enough. That's nice. I didn't know you
Yeah.
did that.
I figured he was joking.
So, Brion. I had this issue last week. Brion Falk. Morgan is a harsh coach. He reminds me of one of those abusive masters from a kung fu movie that is just like, "You are trash. Now work harder." That was my impression of you as a kung fu master.
I feel like that's kind of I think that he's just missing being like drunk. I think that maybe, and I don't encourage drinking during the day. In fact, honestly, if you're not a big drinker, I'd say don't at all. I mean, if you don't need it, don't do it. But maybe one day where Morgan gets to coach me through and be like hammered and be like the drunken master.
What? Yeah, I mean, it would help.
Well,
Ralph Murphy, he is like one of those old style football coaches, like Woody Hayes. James, who's your favorite football coach?
Oh, God.
I love Mike Ditka. I think Mike Ditka is like
It's
the
just
kind
the
of
only
coach
one
you haven't
know
seen.
the name of. Oh, why? What's your favorite thing about Mike Ditka's coaching style?
Well, I'll tell you what. You could put the Bears on the field with Mike Ditka, and it doesn't matter who comes out there. They're gonna
This is the most
paste him on the
Chicago
grass.
trash answer. All right. Like Woody
I like
Hayes,
Lovey.
you get the feeling if James Morgan could be in the same room, he would have James running drills or something. I would love to run you through some drills, some Dark Souls drills. Here's your chance, James. You can say his
All
name
right.
correctly this one time.
Conley. Oh, James has finally taken my advice.
I don't know if that's a fit or
Oh,
not. That one.
Do you feel like you're doing better? One little thing. You use the longsword, it's 10 dex and 10 strength, so you could move 10 levels of your into your intelligence and faith and make 35 each. That would help the chaos longsword and all the vestiges. All in all, though, it's great to see you finally getting what a strong pyro can do.
Oh, that's nice.
Thank you. So what do you think? Do I really want? I can't get rid of the strength because I'm using it for my shield, but I don't know if do I have extra stuff in my decks now?
Oh, do you think that when we start the video today that you should do like a whole equipment overhaul?
No. You're right.
All right,
You're
Alex
right.
Richards, good work, James.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening.
Gets it.
Oh, hit Crispy A with the same one.
Thanks for listening.
You see this, Crispy Eye? It's happening to you in real time. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.
El Scorcho, James Cannon is completely covering the SS Flats overlay. You're overlaying the overlay. Yeah, we fixed this. So in the coming videos, we'll get it fixed. The Darkest Dragon. I wish I was 5th. I claimed this number for my own on the video. So if you can't take 1st, taking 5th is obviously the next best.
I mean, you
honor.
take what you can get. You take
Yeah.
what you can get.
So 5th, you're either 1st or you're 5th in this world, you know?
That's what they say.
Dark Page, that was a good vid, and I guess I don't know if it was Nick or Sims, but it turns out the sword was good for you, so good for you. You seem more comfortable as well. I'm ready for the saga of 10 videos beginning next episode. Nick Hanley, Fire Clutch, and Chaos for the win. Woohoo! Only thing I would change now would be using the Claymore instead of Longsword, but I don't want to push my luck. I'm not sure James realizes he hit for over 1,700 damage with the Vestiges.
That's a lot.
Isaac
That's a
Sims, I've been
lot.
saying cast Longsword since the beginning when he started with the faith intelligence stuff. Glad he finally took the advice to heart. You're 100% right. bro. He is way more comfortable with it. Less weight, less stamina for each swing, faster, more utility, can equip heavier armor, can't beat it. So Sims wins again. We'll get him next time.
Why got the dragon pose? You should go to that next area. I can't wait to see it. Oh, I think it's just you got the dragon pose. You should go.
I mean,
to
I'll
that
pull
area
him
next.
over.
I can't
Let
wait
me
to
know
see
in the chat if you guys think that I should continue pushing James forward through past the winged knights up the stairs, or if I should take him to the dragon area. We'll take a poll in the chat. Whatever the chat says, that's where I'll take you today.
MW says he could cut the tension in the air on this episode. LOL. Yeah,
Was it that bad? Was it that thick? Like,
yeah,
a little.
I was having a bad day. I just couldn't understand. Like sometimes I just can't understand where James is coming from. And
not many people can understand me. It's when you you don't have to hold yourself. Don't be hard on yourself.
But I mean, most people aren't trapped in a room with you for 4 hours or 5 hours or 6 hours.
No, they're not.
Trying to understand you and communicate with you. So it's hard.
Do you even think you could hold yourself off from being in physical striking distance? I think you should be proud of yourself.
I think it's a good thing the pandemic came when it did, really. Not because obviously of all the damage it's caused to world economies and all the deaths and things like that, but obviously just because at least James didn't get killed. I think having you two physically separated has saved the channel, really. Like it could have just ended in bloodshed very quickly.
I don't know. I think sometimes when we're in person, you like when you want to kill James, you look over into those deep blues, and you just kind of lose yourself a little bit. It doesn't feel as bad.
I know, but it only takes you one time to snap and just whack him over the head with a frying pan, and that's just the end of. That's just the end of.
I've been hit with a frying pan before, and it's the closest I've ever been to being knocked out.
Wow. Okay. I won't ask what that was about, but fair enough.
Just a goof amongst friends, you know.
Oh sure, yeah, just whacking people over the head with a frying pan, the thing that can actually kill you.
Were you guys like hanging out, or were you in a fight with one of your friends and they goofed around and hit you with the pan?
No, we were just hanging out. I walked around a corner and just got a little whack with a frying pan.
I had a friend one time, just thinking of like somebody hurting you really bad out of just goofing around. There was this long rubber hose, and I was like, my friend like had it going where it's like whoosh whoosh whoosh, and it had this sound, and he whipped me across my back, and I wasn't expecting it. And I had a welt like an inch. I never forgot that. That was insane. I was so mad. And he just started laughing. We were like probably 15 or 16, but it hurt.
We're so lucky we didn't get like seriously injured in like high school and stuff. We used to go up to like the rodeo grounds, and like at the top of the rodeo grounds there was like this wooden square plank area, but it was on this giant hill, and we would use it as a wrestling ring in the middle of the night, and we would just like thrash each other. And sometimes people would get like kicked out of the ring and like roll under the hill down the bleachers and stuff, and like we'd be all bloody from getting their skin torn up on the wood. It was hard.
Yeah. Have you ever noticed in wrestling how wrestlers don't actually hit each other with unprotected headshots using a frying pan?
Oh, we would do.
I gathered that's what you did. I'm just saying there's a reason why actual wrestlers don't do that.
Interesting take.
Oh Jesus. Anyway.
You don't also see wrestlers shooting fireworks at each other, and we used to do that a lot. I know I talked about it, but I don't think I ever said what the one injury somebody got from fireworks was.
It's got to be
an unexpected injury. No, It wasn't an explosive. We would shoot bottle rockets. We'd throw the little ones that would explode. Nobody ever got hurt, but one time those jumping jack flashes. Have you ever seen those?
No.
It goes up in the air and it spins and it goes.
Oh yeah,
sparks.
Jumping jack.
I was not the victim or the assailant on this, but one of my friends threw one of those at somebody else and it got caught in their shirt, and it burned them bad. Oh
yeah.
Which is crazy because we used to shoot explosives at each other and everybody was always fine.
I just want to say
Those,
two
those
things.
jumping jack flashes are bad.
Just for coverage, I just want to say to everybody watching: 1, don't backyard wrestle. 2, don't play with fireworks. Don't play with fireworks. It's not cool.
No.
Yeah, we don't want to be condoning this stuff, but anyway.
Yeah.
That
Unless you
was
wanna
the
end up
end of us
professional
playing with
gamers. Don't do
fireworks.
any of that stuff, guys.
Don't punch doors. Don't punch holes in doors.
Don't punch doors.
Oh, you're a little late on that advice.
And yeah, and anyway, there's a whole other thing from last night, but anyway, moving on. Kamikaze says at 56 minutes and 30 seconds, James avoided all those shots by weaving like a boss, but then still got groped. Hope that says groped. I'm not sure what that means, but
Nick Hanley, damn it, James, put the smegging fire clutch ring back on. You have a ring of sacrifice on.
Yes,
oh,
that's
hilarious.
actually, I've got to remember that because I kept the ring of sacrifice because I had a bunch of souls. So I got to remember today to take that ring of sacrifice off. What a waste it will be if I forget.
This camera filter is so every once in a while. So we're using a new system with OBS Ninja. Every once in a while, when you're switching between screens, it will like re-pixelate the camera. But all in all, it's a better system all the way around. So
yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, I noticed that editing Dark Souls 2 before, and I don't know if there's a solution to it. It's kind of not great when it happens. You kind of just turn into like a bunch of static or something like that.
Yeah,
which is kind of weird.
Not that bad. Just for a little second.
Kamikaze, I find it funny that I can repeat a word out loud multiple times in succession, and my brain thinks the word itself sounds wrong. Same for reading a word and thinking the spelling makes no sense. I'm with you. I don't remember what this is referencing in the video, but I have that sensation oftentimes.
Yeah, especially with spelling.
Both. Yeah, but you're right, especially with spelling.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Sorry. I was just reading Zach's comments in the chat. Well, yeah. I don't know if we can share the. Well, I won't share.
We already went through this, and
I'm trying to get him to give us permission to publish it somewhere. Wow, Morgan is grumpy AF today, but you did good, James. Definitely level up Black Shield and Endurance. I was grumpy. I don't know why.
Didn't apologize though. No apology there, Morgan. Just I was grumpy.
Yeah, I wasn't ready to apologize. I was still mad.
Okay.
Fame can be an exhausting thing. Kamikaze, give this grumpy man some candles. Goose fraba.
I don't know what goose fraba means.
I don't know. I know what candles are, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we know what candles are. And then Mikkel Rose, I don't know what's going on. Different position face cams. I don't know who you guys are anymore. It was funny. I think we had the wrong face and the wrong cameras. We swapped this.
I mean, it's where they were set up, but it just was not how it was set up before. So changing corners changed the whole perspective of the video.
Do we want to change them back the other way? We could do that.
I don't think it matters. I'm not sure. What matters is sometimes it depends on, like, my camera has a new position. This is my final setup, I think. Sometimes
put it on record here. This is James's final setup. How long are you guaranteeing that this will be the setup that you use?
Bear in mind, you've done 3 this week. You've done 3 different.
Well, it's all been shifting to this position. I do have a new set of lights coming today that are going to make it better for my ring. I've got.
Today.
Yeah, so it's gonna slightly change today.
Okay, so you've got this is like a setup for like 12 hours, and then you'll change it, and then how long will that one last for?
Well, I mean, it depends. It depends on how well it turns out.
So you don't have any guarantees or idea about how long this actually goes, but you keep saying it's the final one. What are you basing that on?
I have a new microphone stand coming too.
Jesus Christ.
Basically, this new setup isn't going to last the day of recording, basically. It's not going to last 10 minutes.
Well,
like how many days in a row can a
put on my walls
body be grumpy AF?
There's an Amazon guy who's going to knock on the door any minute, and like James's whole setup is going to just completely change just as soon as the doorbell goes. Is effectively what we've
Well, eventually, yeah, I mean, I think it's good. I'm working on making it better and better. I've got acoustic foam everywhere, but I kind of want to get. I'm going to eventually
foam or regular foam that you think is acoustic foam.
Well, it was sold to me on Amazon as acoustic foam.
Oh, it's regular
So-
foam for sure.
It's high density foam.
Nah.
Some of it's a little softer, even though they were both called high density foam. But
That
the
foam
green, I
doesn't
have
do
green foam
anything.
behind myself.
It's
What?
just amazing how every single time like I talk to James, yeah, the first thing he says to me is, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm just getting used to this new setup," and I'm so used to him saying it. It's almost like him saying good morning or
Yeah.
just how are you. Like it's just a standard. Like it doesn't even go in anymore. I just expect it. I just go, "Hey, James, are you just doing
Well,
your new
and
setup?"
there's like a sense of betrayal with it too, because like the background thing, like we talked about it forever, and we're like, oh, we're like, you know what, let's abandon using green screens and just it'll make it simpler, and we'll just go back to just having our regular video behind there. We both agreed that looked better, and that's how we would do it going forward. And then without any discussion, James just starts using a green screen.
I didn't have a
again.
choice. The thing is now my camera has
Who
to
made
have
you?
something behind me. Huh?
Uh-huh. Isn't
Well,
there a
if I
wall behind
don't,
you?
then no, not anymore. Now the wall behind me is the green screen, and the wall next to me is green acoustic foam, and the wall in front of me is black acoustic foam, and the door
Gross.
is open to the side, which becomes the wall on the side of me, and that has a sound blanket that's hanging over it. And eventually, I want to hang an acoustic blanket above me and make this whole.
Can we get a
room-
picture of this?
I have to say I agree with you, Morgan, because like I'm like when we decided to do face cameras and not have green screen in the background, I was going to
Yeah.
do this room in a completely different layout. I decided to put this behind me to give me some kind of a backdrop and all the color lights and stuff. And now all of a sudden, yeah, we're back on green screens apparently. And
Yeah.
I mean, I threw my
Sorry.
green screen in the bin.
I mean, I'll start setting my green screen up again, but then we also need to change these.
I'm
like,
also okay with
overlays
just
and, like-
having green behind me. It could just be green behind me. But
Well, that's
if I
weird.
don't
And
have
then
that
it looks
behind me, you will
unfinished.
see straight in my apartment. And like, if Aaron is walking through the apartment, like
Wait, you're
my
facing,
apartment is set
you're
up.
facing the wall.
I'm facing the
Okay.
wall. Yeah.
Why are you facing the wall? And where are the monitors?
I'm trying to get the best acoustic setup for my recordings because and my hope is also I would like to do voiceover work, and I'm trying
There
to
it
set
is.
myself
It
up
has
an
nothing
area.
to do with us. Has
No,
everything
it
to
does.
do with
It's all
James's
about alchemy this,
VO
alchemy
career.
this again, and
Holy
all this other stuff.
shnikes.
And
I
just,
feel sick right now.
but if you give him
I'm
50, if
working
you
on a
give,
feel
voiceover demo,
sick.
I'm submitting to agents for voiceover. So I'm trying to have a good setup because otherwise, if I don't have a good
then
setup,
just say
then
like, hey,
you have
I'm
to pay.
doing this for voiceover, and I just happened to record my side project GameFront on it.
oh Morgan, you
Come
just
on, guys.
just pay the man $50 and watch how quickly those guitars just reappear behind him. Like just give him 50 quid, $50, and that's it. That's all it takes. Just
You have the money. You control the purse. Hand him the $50.
if I give you 50, you know what we could do? We could
No,
just get a
there's-
picture. James, I've got an idea. Why don't you get a picture of the guitar backdrop, which was quite nice,
could.
which everybody liked, and then blue screen that behind you, so people think that you're actually just in the room still. The lighting will match. It'll be good.
Except for his hair will always be flickering.
Yeah, that's
Well,
the problem. You don't have
I
to have
have
a green
two.
screen.
I have 2 more ring lights coming today, and that should get rid of the
Okay.
flickering problem.
2 more.
James,
So I have one ring
not,
light now, and then there's going to be 2 ring lights to give me angles. I'm going to be so well lit.
I'm just gonna.
The
I
kids
have
are going to be
burst your
talking
bubble
about how
for a
lit I
second.
am.
Can we talk about lighting for a second and green screens?
Yeah.
What do you think the minimum distance you should be from a green screen to not get spillback is?
Probably 3 feet.
That's right. And how far are you from this green screen?
About 4 feet.
No, James.
My head's touching it.
Your head's touching
4
it.
inches.
It's
3 inches.
Not even 4 inches. He's
No.
literally touching it. I knew he was touching it. And I just wanted to hear him say it.
Do you know what? Do you know what I think about green screens? From what I understand, like the way you light the green screen is almost more important than how you light yourself, right? Because like if the green is even, it'll key better. But like if the green has like a gradient to it, it's harder to key, right?
That's true.
But anyway, it doesn't look too terrible when you're in at the moment. To be fair, but yeah, it is just a massive betrayal to everybody. Anyway, Resident Evil.
Simon DG. This is Resident Evil 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're literally swimming in ammo and gunpowder, so you
Thank
can
you.
stop being so conservative with your ammo and focus on conserving healing items because you are running low on those. Don't
Alright.
forget, you have a submachine gun with hundreds of bullets. That's just collecting dust. This weapon is meant for zombies and dogs and pretty much useless against anything bigger. So don't be afraid to use it.
Hey,
Hey.
Hey, we're
Oh,
making
hi.
a
Hey.
live
Hey.
stream here.
hey! I got my green screen set up. Can you guys
Oh
You
god.
can't-
You want in? You want in? You want in?
key the green screen? Key it out.
All right, I gotta see what he looks like.
Oh, he
Yeah.
actually has the
Oh,
green
actually,
screen.
that isn't bad.
Oh.
Get it out of here.
That isn't bad. I mean, you would want to
Get out of
flip yourself to
here.
it. Yeah, that
It
looks
doesn't-
I got too
good.
much light coming in from over here.
It doesn't fill the
Yeah,
frame either,
that's-
which is problematic. But
Well,
Yeah, that's
if-
as much as
here's
I
what-
could afford. I got foam over here. I got some foam over here.
You got FOMO over there?
I got FOMO. I got FOMO. So what
Well,
are you guys
the
doing?
thing is
What's
you
going on?
would be using OBS to crop your head to be that small.
You're
and it'll be
you
fine.
And
crop
then you
your
just
head.
you just zoom the camera in about 80%, and
That's
then
perfect.
it's just on your eyeball, and then you don't even have to worry about the green screen.
I do have green eyes.
Maybe it's these live streams that are making me grumpy. By the time I get to the video, I'm just like exasperated.
Yeah, I could see that. I can feel that.
All right, so we were in the middle of this one from Simon DG. You can also kill zombies with one headshot using high-powered ammo. It's more efficient than using regular pistol ammo. As for the big poison slime enemies, 2 flame rounds will put them down. What big poison slime enemy? Oh, I know what he's talking about. And please put away the wooden boards because you don't need them anymore. Thank you for the heads up on that.
Yeah, that's good.
I guess we'll have to conserve some of the healing stuff again. But from my understanding, the zombies just come back up anyways, unless you're going to go through all the ammo. I would prefer to
No,
just
if you
run around.
blow their head up, they don't come back.
But I guess I should start trying to blow some heads up.
Yeah.
Kamikazes 3437 in my head. James twas afraid even a paper cut could kill him, but was too afraid to say and decided to deflect by acting a fool. What is that?
Yeah, can we see what that was?
Just
I
gonna eat
didn't
that,
die.
but either it's fine. Yeah, eat that one.
I don't know.
seem to be in an elevator.
You mean you don't know?
And,
I feel like I've opened up a shortcut. Yeah.
James is
Yeah.
refusing
All right,
to
you're
heal.
right.
Paint the picture.
It's just
Danny,
this has
paint the
defensive
picture.
properties that I don't really want to use right now.
Here we
Oh, I
see
think it's
James.
because
Oh, yeah,
I
you
say
should
one
nickel
of
dime
you
yourself
I
until
don't
you
think
get
you'd make the
friggin' burned.
mistake, but that was too good of a
Just-
heal to
oh
use
my.
survive because when I use that heal, I want
Oh
to
my
use it because I'm
goodness.
going to take more damage.
Oh no!
Which
Oh,
I
I
think I
watched
end up
this
doing
yesterday.
later in the video.
You do end up doing it.
Just a
And
second.
I think I
not
used
too
it
much longer.
Nasty.
Ew.
Yeah, and then you get
You're
bit
one
right
hit away.
afterwards.
Just
You
any
use it.
zombie
You're like,
can
at
just
least I got the
tap
defensive
you."
bonus from it.
Didn't you see? Even after getting bit, I was still
And all
fine.
because you're
And I
refusing
find
to
it-
use
That's the problem
some-
I have with people.
I don't
is they
know what
keep
you're
trying
talking
to say,
about.
you know,
This is
you're
the
doing this
stuff that
wrong.
drives
Or
me
think about
crazy.
this. I am 100% emphatic. Well, if I thought that there was a good reason for me to use this, I would. Sorry. Like those
Right,
guys
dude,
there,
I played PUBG
that's a
with
good
Alright,
reason
get me
to
out of
use
here.
it.
Mind blowing.
I'll use it.
I don't know how that all went down.
Oh, don't. Well, James has just been bragging for the majority of this live stream about how good he was at PUBG last night, and I did say,
I think I talked about it before the live stream, and I am I announced that yesterday. I revealed that I'm a legendary PUBG player.
And
And get used to it, 'cause I'm gonna be doing more.
footage does not lie.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Tim Peoples.
Tim Peoples.
Tim Peoples.
10 people.
I don't. The 3 of them said, I don't recall either of you claiming your god level gamer skills of RE2 on your interview for ING.
Oh, yeah.
Missed opportunity, gentlemen. Yes.
That's what we should have talked about.
Oh well, that's next, I think. So we'll get onto the comments for that. But yeah,
He means in the video.
Oh well, yeah, yeah. I mean, you
Pill,
kind
you're
of
doing
undersold
okay.
yourself, but we'll come on to that.
Good job. You should go use that stars badge though. We need to get that stars badge into
Oh,
our
we do.
inventory. Shackings. When James starts to panic, you know the next couple moments will be hilarious. Saints928, just ringing you guys up, asking what you've been doing to stay occupied over COVID. For instance, I've gotten into animation to keep me distracted from grinding my forehead against a cheese grater. Lol. Go ahead and grind your. This is the don't do backyard
That's
wrestling.
the worst. That was
Don't do
the
fireworks.
worst.
It's the worst option. Go and ahead, and he's talking about his forehead. It's pretty funny.
I thought that
Animation
was
is-
a very deep personal message of encouragement and just I don't know why you have such a problem with my replies. Like, I'm really trying to take this community manager role seriously, you know, and I just get nothing but grief off everybody.
So I guess the answer, he's asking us what we've been doing to stay occupied. I will say I've been working on building a better area for my recordings. And that's
For
not
your
a
VO
joke. I've
recordings,
actually spent a
your
lot
VO
of time.
recordings. Say what
Yeah.
type
And
of
I've-
recording.
Yeah,
Don't get our hopes up.
recordings. I might do some music here too. I don't know. It's gonna be once
you
this
can't
is
fit
all
a guitar
set.
in there.
Oh, sure I can, but I need my new mic stand.
Oh, sure I can't. He said.
Hey, can
No,
we at least record a new song to replace "Have I Got an Arrow to the"? I took an arrow to the knee.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can't even
absolutely.
remember what
I'm
it's
also
called,
working.
Danny. You got to hear it again. Play it. Play that song.
No,
No,
don't play
no.
it.
Play us out. What does that even fucking mean? Play us out.
It means you
Play
play
us out means play the
music,
music while
yeah.
everybody exits stage.
Exactly.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't. What is that? Sting?
he just woke
It's
up.
a new
Go-
track from Sting. It's a new track from Sting. Here it is.
I think today's Zach's day
We'll
to
play
be
it on the
grumpy.
stream if that's what you're threatening.
Yeah, do it.
J1618,
We'll do
friendly
it live.
reminder to take the USB dongle with you before you head back to the elevator and start the next video, since you observed a place that you need to use it right before the video ended. I feel like a lot of reactors miss out, usually because they never end up finding the path back here, but you guys might miss it just because it will have been a week since you last saw it. So yeah, we're definitely going to do that. Also, just a friendly note that in this video you found another roll film, and then because you were extra observant, you found a hidden path back into the police station where you have access to a dark room to develop that film. If you make the trek to develop the film, you will gain access to a reward that only the extra observant players who made it that far can get. So that's very nice.
Ooh.
And then, oh no, Mig Borgs is here. Very intrigued. That's my alter ego, guys. Mig Borgs.
Mick
Gosh
Balls.
dang it. I hope he doesn't start showing up.
Sounds Swedish, to be honest.
Yeah, you hope.
Must assimilate.
Drogdor, when are you going to let the cute guy with the glasses get a turn, Heen Dog?
Oh yeah, let me put glasses on. No, I have glasses. Danny has glasses.
I
Could
don't
be
know
argued
if he'll
about it.
ever
Playing
get
for
another
long.
turn.
I mean, I hope you
Never mind,
keep
I
playing.
guess.
I think we're doing great. I'm not mad at it at all.
And then Crispy AI rounds this out with the escape into the orphanage past the dogs was pretty intense. Well done, James. Yeah, I was terrified. It was. I'm
You guys
loving
got this for a
Resident Evil
second? I
2.
gotta go get some coffee.
Well, we're going to the.
Okay.
Wait, okay.
The next video. Oh, just turn your camera off. Just go away, disappear. Like, you know, just ruin my stream while I'm streaming it. That's fine. Anyway.
Bitch much, Danny?
Oh, coming from Mr. I've done nothing but bitch for like ever since you got here, plus all of last night about what happened in PUBG. Like, come on now.
Hey,
Hey,
what the fuck is going on here? Did you guys hear that?
no, what was that?
I mean, you just got to get some practice, Zach. If you practice, I mean, you think I got that good just by turning the game on? No, it took years of practice.
I have nothing
They say
sharp
practice
around
makes
me.
perfect.
I need something sharp.
All right, so I know that we're waiting for more. Can we get queued up? The
next video is the big one. This is like the big.
It's the big one.
Yeah, it's like a watershed moment for GameFront. Like, it was probably one of the hallmark gaming interviews of the year.
most important interview of the year, sure.
Yeah, I mean, they're talking about playing it again at the Video Game Awards later this year.
Oh,
It might be featured.
Is that what it's called? Just the Video Game Awards?
Yeah, there's
Welcome to
called
the
the
Video
VGA.
Game Awards.
that's literally what it's called.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
We
so-
partake in that.
Yeah, I mean, Microsoft have been knocking on our door. Sony, Nintendo, they all want a piece of the pie. It was a landmark moment for us, basically. So we're going to go through the comments of this one, which was the exclusive interview with ING's Darcy.
I am just once again very surprised you didn't get Mitch to get interview.
It was bigger even than Mitch. I think that's the only thing we can say, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's true. Darcy's way higher up than Mitch.
Yeah, Mitch is great and hugely successful and stuff, but like that, when you get an interview by Darcy, you're in the big leagues, right?
Yeah, the big leagues. What's Darcy's last name?
I don't know actually. What's Darcy's last name?
It says you minimized your application. I don't see.
I was trying to look her up, check out some articles she had written, and just wanted to see.
I think it's like Madonna, right? I think it's just like a name.
Darcy Madonna.
It's just like
one, like Cher.
One, yeah, like Cher. Yeah,
you say Madonna, I say Cher.
Yeah,
we have our own. We have a certain taste.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like it's just Darcy. I think. Like
it's like DMX.
It's. Anyway, it's a brand.
It says stream paused. Is the YouTube video paused? Because when I'm trying to watch your screen, it disappeared.
Johnny, don't move. If you don't move, the T-Rex can't see you.
I have no idea. Does it look? Is it okay now? Can you see?
Now it's back. Yes.
Good. Okay.
I wasn't seeing it, so I didn't know if it was taken off the stream. Also.
I mean, I don't know how long Morgan's going to be. We can either kick off without him, or we can just chat to the chat.
I think we can kick off without him.
I was going to say, you could also play that video I sent you.
Oh, the video. Oh, yeah. Let's have a look.
No, wait. You be careful. Which video are you going to actually show? Because don't show the one that is, I'm in my chonies.
No, I wasn't going to show that one. I was going to show the one that says something about...
That was just for you, sweetie.
PUBG Pro Gamer. Yeah, don't worry. I'll try not to play the wrong one. I can't guarantee that.
This is featuring me.
There might not be a mistake, and
I believe these
things might just end up accidentally
playing the other video.
Playing on the wrong thing.
Goose Braba is actually a word that Eskimos use to calm their children down. Also, they use it while they're having sex, but hopefully the kid's not around.
We regaled each other with some stories.
We're having a great time. Yeah, we're having a great time there.
Somebody said play PUBG.
I think is only so big. Everything went to shit.
I think this is playing on the stream now, so people should.
I don't put my stream at 160p because I'm watching the game.
160p.
All right.
Turn the bass volume down a little bit just so people can.
You gotta crank that bass.
I mean, I can't actually hear the audio myself. Actually, I'm just playing.
What's going on?
So Zach has sent me a video which is now playing.
Behind you.
Is this like a montage of what happened last night, right?
Well, it's just pretty much, yeah.
Oh, is it?
It's kind of trippy because basically James has got the same background but different outfit. I have a different tank top on. You look the same, actually. Are you wearing the exact same clothes?
I'm wearing the same shirt. That I wear over the top, yeah. But do I
clean underwear, right?
Of course. Do I want to play the whole of this video, or do I just want to play?
It's not too long. I was just trying to kill time, so before Morgan got
I thought we were going to upload it to the. Are we not going to upload it to the channel? Or...
I don't know. I didn't know what you want to do. It's 2 minutes long, so.
Okay. Well, we might upload it.
But now Morgan can see James's true skills.
Look at that. Look at that.
I don't know.
And he's got two dummies just flapping their mouths in the background.
I mean, it's pretty phenomenal the way James managed to just kill all these people. Like he killed those two, and then there was another couple of bit. But anyway, we'll
Well, it's about the what? It's on the stream. I mean,
oh, it's on the stream.
Yeah, the people can see. Sorry, I couldn't figure a way of making you see.
Thank God they can at least see it.
Yeah, it makes sense to the people watching. I think. I'm gonna just
watching it.
I'm gonna turn it off. We'll upload it to the channel in a bit.
Yeah. Oh, what am I doing right there? Jesus.
Wait. In PUBG, you murder people? Look at James's face. Look how excited he is.
He's ecstatic, and he's just shooting it from the hip. He doesn't even just plug that one in the butthole.
That's sickening. Can you imagine?
And then just the way he stares down at them.
But just with a huge shit-eating grin.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's
killed
a pro PUBG. You did kill it.
Oh,
All right, let's get that
nasty.
Morgan's camera back in here. Right? What is Danny's face doing?
My camera is back in here.
Oh,
Oh, you
mine's
took me out?
Uh-oh.
You know, there's a delay, right? So you're talking about things that happened like.
Oh, okay.
I realize that now. My apologies.
Well, Zach is
Cool.
doing it. He's
Trying to
leading me
keep
astray. You guys
track
haven't
of
done
this.
anything on this video?
No, we were waiting for you.
No,
Oh,
he didn't
okay.
even move me over to like replace where you were, which is good, I guess. But
Well,
like,
no,
he could've.
that's far too much effort to do that.
Yeah.
That's your place. The bottom right corner, out of the way, that is your spot.
Thanks, Danny.
Starts
You're
with Mikhail Rose. Why is James wearing his hat like that? Is he trying to get back to the 2000s with that terrible frat boy look? Lol, he also looks like Steve Buscemi trying to fit in with the young kids, which I think is kind of what you were going through for, right, James?
That was exactly what I was going for.
You
'Cause
guys
not that
know
long
what
ago,
that's
you-
referencing, right?
The meme.
Only
Yeah.
because last time I did
But
it,
what's it
somebody
from?
told me, and I don't
From
remember,
the
but
internet,
I think you
you
shared
idiot.
the picture.
It's from 30 Rock. I said it in a comment on a video, and you guys were like, 30 Rock? Why did he say 30 Rock? Boom.
Well,
Yeah,
whatever
I'm
it was, I ended up
I'm
looking
hit.
it up, and it looks exactly like what I'm doing, and it was
Mm-hmm.
awesome.
It's to the T. What is going
Yeah.
on? Is Amazon here with James's stuff?
No, that was me, but like I was muted on the stream. So anyway, it's fine. Carry on.
But yeah, so that's the exact look I was going for. So I'm like, kind
This
of
is
inspired by Zach, who said it last time I did that. So
This is an interesting thread. So Crispy Eye says Morgan needs to let go of Adventure Bits
Mhm.
as like a screen name. And then I ask, should I go back to my maiden name? Oh yeah, Morgan. And I reference that I'm also sometimes referred to as the Gentle Lentil. And then we talk about I'm willing to do this. We can get a bunch of names together, and I'll change my online identity from Adventure Bits to something else, and I'll even get rid of Oh Yeah Morgan. I'll consolidate everything into a new name, but I think that it should be crowdsourced naming.
I quite like this one.
I think both.
Including
I think it would
GameFront.
just be.
Of course.
I don't even think
Orgasmo.
it needs of Gamefront. I just think Clooney's a good name for you.
No. Just
I
Clooney?
like U8 and Unicorn. I think that's for some reason that's always in my mind what your online identity is, because that's what you were when I met you. When we were first starting to hang out, and it was just such like it's something that I look at and my brain gets hung up on it. Because it shouldn't be U8 and I guess it would be and Unicorn. It just
Yeah.
sounds wrong. U8
Yeah.
and Unicorn. Just sounds ridiculous, and I do like that name a lot. Crowdsourcing a name sounds fun too.
I used to play me and my buddy used to play Magic the Gathering Two-Headed Giant. I think it was 2015. And his name was You Are Great Unicorn or something like that. So but it looked so similar that when we were playing Magic, you don't have a lot of time to like do your cards. People would constantly target the wrong one of us trying to target the other person.
It's
and,
awesome.
Like, it was hilarious.
I
don't know. What do you think, Danny?
I agree with James. I quite like U8 and Unicorn. It's
Let's
probably
put it to
mine.
the Patreon. Get on the Patreon. If you're the highest
Yeah.
tier, you can choose Morgan's new
No, that's not how it
tag
works.
Or whatever.
We could do
Make
it
a new
It'll
YouTube.
higher
only
tier
be for a month.
$1,000
Every month
a
it
month.
changes. Every month it changes, baby.
We could do it. We could
Give
do
us
it,
your money.
We could do a YouTube poll, maybe.
Credit card, please.
Yeah, I was thinking we need to figure out how to like source all of the names first, and then like put a poll to the best ones from that.
Well,
pool.
why don't you get Patreon to suggest names, and then we can do a poll that everybody can vote on for the name. To
Yeah,
use,
so
maybe.
they're like the Congress who's like suggesting
Pay to
the
win.
legislation, and then
Yeah,
we
exactly.
vote on
yeah.
it. It's like a reverse democracy.
Kind of.
Oh
Where-
God, what have we become?
Reverse democracy sounds dirty.
AW8's got a question for James
Yeah.
in the YouTube chat. James, what do you think about Pain and all its DLC being delisted in July?
What? What do you mean delisted?
You are the man delisted.
It's going away.
I mean, I still have access to it, right?
Yeah, if you own it, you still have it, but like you can't buy it anymore.
Fuck.
It's just going away from the store, basically. Won't
It's
be
crazy.
won't be for
Honestly,
sale.
I kind of think that it needs to be reinvented. I don't think they need to, and this is, I don't want to bring up a big thing, but one thing I look back on the game and I don't like is that I think it kind of is demeaning to women in general. I like it, like,
Your
I mean, I know
favorite
it's
game?
laughable
Yeah,
because
I can see why.
it's very demeaning, but I that's not why I like the game. I like the
It's
gameplay.
one of the reasons you like it.
Yeah,
It's
just
not
be
the
honest.
reason I like it. I mean,
It's
I
okay.
usually was going for I was playing the character with the cow. I was very rarely playing the.
So you were
the women
hurting
in
an
the game.
animal. So you'd rather hurt an animal.
Well, it was a person dressed as a cow, and
Oh.
that's the problem. Wasn't the hurting of human beings, because I play PUBG, and you should see what I do to human beings. It's disturbing, but when I look at that game and go through the character select screen, I'm like, this is pretty. I mean, I'm not trying to censor anybody, but I could understand this being a little.
It is reprehensible. That character
Is it
selection
bad?
screen. It is bad.
It is.
Oh my!
But you can be
James.
Andy Dick in it. You can be George
And-
Takei. There's so many characters you can be that aren't those people.
Those people, women.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
women that are put in the tiniest outfits and purposely have.
See, yeah, you don't have to play as the scantily dressed women. You can play as these other
don't.
men. Just play as the men, okay? Do you
Yeah,
get
just
it,
play as the
Morgan?
men and-
You get it,
Oh,
right?
got
Like,
it. Yeah, I get
there's
it.
no
That
room for girls in these video games. Get them out of here.
They're
That's
ruining
not what
my
I'm saying.
immersion.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh my God, there's some on my arm. Get off.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that they are magnifying certain attributes of women in a way that I find probably doesn't make the game enjoyable to the widest audience. And if I really love Pain, then I would want them to make it.
So it doesn't offend
in
you personally. You just think that other
No.
people might be offended by it.
Yeah.
I think so. I feel like I'm hearing an earthquake.
Oh god.
This is like a weird.
On the
ethical
edge all
debate.
day
So
now.
So you're not like personally. You don't care that they have scantily clad women only in it, but you think that
Not
someone
really.
might be offended.
Not really.
And you
I
should
want the
censor
most
the
people to
women
play the
and
game.
leave the men in the game.
Do you think I have like, well, my nieces and nephews are older. I still wouldn't want to play this with my family. I wouldn't get my mom to play my favorite video game in the world. I would not feel appropriate playing Pain with my mom. I want a game that I can play with my family. So maybe there could be, an adult version that you can play if you really want that version. But that's not what makes the game good to me. What makes the game good to me is the fun high score chasing, the leaderboard, the chaos you create with the slingshot of a human being into a scene.
The
Weird.
gameplay does look fun. Like it does look like it is a lot of fun, like gameplay wise.
It's not.
I mean, it's a lot of fun.
It's
It
not.
is.
It's a.
Is it not?
I mean, Mitch will probably
Great.
like say it's not too bad, just to appease James because he's such a fan. I mean, it's like hard when someone's like saying this is my favorite thing, and you're like, oh really? Good Burger's your favorite movie? Okay.
All I'm saying, right, is
Good
like
Burger's
if,
not a bad movie.
Oh God.
imagine if you had a game like Pain, where you had those kind of gameplay mechanics where it's like a slingshot and you have to try and hit as much as you can and rack up points and stuff, but you did it in a family friendly, like it was Fall Guys with the cute characters and all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
Do you not think you could potentially have like a sleeper hit on your hands with that stuff? Those kinds of things are big now, like
Probably.
Among Us, Fall Guys, all the cute character kind of things. Like,
Well, I do kind of like the human being aspect of it because there's something
Oh,
fun
God.
about like getting
No, it's gotta be a
slingshotted,
human
grabbing a
being
grandma by the
smashing.
head and bringing her down into a subway, and
What
just
the
having
frick?
both of you like just
okay, so what you basically
shot out into the.
Well, I mean, basically,
What
all,
are you doing to this grandma?
I'm
Yeah, why is
saying-
it gotta
I
be a
mean, there's-
grandma? What the hell?
Yeah.
I mean, because there's like I've played this game so many times. I can tell you one of the best ways to start it is in the Chicago level, which is my favorite because Chicago is the greatest city in the world. You
Chicago
slingshot
Bros.
forward. There's a grandma that
Chicago's not
walks
even the
by a
greatest city in the
subway. You
Midwest.
grab her head, huh? Yes.
Uh-oh.
Chicago's
Chicago.
not even the greatest city.
This
in
is
the
where we're gonna
Midwest.
somehow see a fist fly by, like punch
what?
Morgan. Like, how
Listen.
did that happen?
I'm just telling you, you grab the grandma who's got a walker and you hold onto her head as you fall down these stairs. And if oof yourself good. You can get yourself to get hit by a subway train, and that subway train shoots you out into the sky, and you and the grandma can be like flying through the air, and then you whip her across the room so she can have her own adventure of explosions in the level, all gaining you huge bonus points.
I am personally very excited for it to be delisted and for us to never hear of it again.
I just think it's phenomenal. I think it's phenomenal that James finds that scantily clad women totally offensive. Elder abuse, all good. We can just like
just grab that grandma.
He wasn't offended by that. He said that he thinks that other people might be offended by it. He does not see a problem with it, and he doesn't understand why.
No, but he doesn't think. But he doesn't even think other people would be offended by the elder abuse, like throwing a granny under a subway train. That's all cool.
You're doing that to everybody in the game. I'm just saying that some have like they've just made them look unrealistic, all just for like the sexualizing of them, and I just don't think that's the part of the game that makes it special to me. So in my opinion, that's the easiest thing to get rid of, to make it so that a whole bunch of people could play the game.
So the Darkest Dragon says that the end of Gamefront is looming like a nightmare. I think I agree with him right now. That
definitely
seems
clouding around us.
That's prophetic.
Prophetic.
Anyway,
Dark Page,
I think Darkest Dragon might have. Okay, so they're realizing slowly what's going
on. Yeah, they got it.
Well, I don't know if I don't think everybody got it at first.
I was very keen on making sure that I sold the illusion that this was going to be. Oh well, it was a real interview. Like
yeah.
Zach even had one of his comments deleted by mistake by Mikey because he was telling people it was an April Fool's.
Because you'd have to have been fucking some word.
Did you see the thumbnail that it looks suspiciously like another company's thumbnails?
Yeah, it looks exactly like the ING one, right?
Yeah, ING.
Speaking of ING,
you know what we didn't look up? I looked up Darcy. I think she does have a last name, but before it went live, I looked her up from ING, and there is a Darcy from ING, and like she's a real person out there in the world, but it just has nothing to do with gaming. It has to do with like
psychologist. She's a psychologist.
Yes, a psychologist. That's what it is. So we didn't think of that beforehand, but yeah, I searched it as like, oh, people could just search who this is and see that it's not, a gaming company. But I liked the video; it was fun.
And then Kristen Cook is obviously played ING Darcy, so she gave a laughing, crying emoji, a rock on emoji, and a sparkle emoji.
Oh, I thought that was the Hail Satan emoji.
Yeah, the only way you can rock on is to hail Satan.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Dark Page. Also, there is matches you can have in Dark Souls 3. I think oh no, this is from 2 days ago. At the Firelink Bonfire, when you burn Champion Ashes, since Morgan is completely resigned from the game, I guess matches with James will do. Nick Hanley, why won't you guys watch Knuckleheads? I'm never going to stop writing you. Watch the darn Knuckleheads. Why did you make so many sandwiches? Just watch, you'll get it.
Yeah, well, we don't know what that means because we haven't seen Knuckleheads.
Should I just watch Knuckleheads and do a review of each episode and just?
I kind of think that we could have it where Zach does a great job with this, so maybe he can help organize it. But maybe we can get together and we'll start the Knuckleheads and watch it at the same time. We won't stream the Knuckleheads because that would get us in trouble. But we could all queue up and watch the episodes together, right?
Maybe.
And then. Not all of the episodes, but like a couple of the episodes.
Let's all watch one episode.
So everyone's just watching our face, watching the video.
Well, they would also be able to watch the video themselves.
They're called reaction videos, Morgan.
Well, no,
exactly.
it's.
We would say we're starting the video in 3, 2.
Yeah,
we start the video.
Yeah,
what about the delay?
No, they wouldn't be. So basically,
they would be.
They would be. It would be in time with whatever they're seeing anyway, right? So like we say 3, 2, 1, press play. So then our commentary of the film or whatever still matches what they're hearing and seeing because like they pressed play when we told them to press play, even though that's been delayed. If that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, I mean it's worth a shot.
Anyway, that's far too technically complicated for us.
I guess we could try it.
I mean, it's the first I'm hearing of it.
Yeah. I don't really like it, but I'm on screen right now getting put in this position. So
I'll talk to you guys about it in Discord.
Yeah, writing us right now. The message popping up. Stupidest idea you've ever said.
So the Dark Genius wanted to know what happened to the Dark Souls 2 videos, which I explained at the beginning, but I'll say again, that's my fault. Basically, I didn't edit them, but I have done now. So one of them's up, and the other one will be up later, and then you'll record another one today for me to edit tomorrow or whatever. So fun times to be had by all, basically.
If you need help editing, we can help.
Yeah, totally. Especially like with Morgan's audio.
Well, the audio's fine now for this. It was the first of the three had audio issues, but that was on Morgan's end. That wasn't my fault.
It was my bad.
Sounded like he had my setup.
Yeah, I mean, it's switched over to my webcam microphone.
Oh, that explains it.
Yeah,
that is GameFront quality though.
Yeah,
check out the old videos, baby.
Introspective Noodle, best of luck, gentlemen. Nick Hanley, Noodle, back me up here. Watch the Knuckleheads.
We're not getting into that again. No, we're not going into Knuckleheads again.
I guess.
And Introspective Noodle did not back him up. He's like, fuck that.
Mitchie West, haha, great video, guys, and gal. Okay, symbol at laughing. Danger Dad, lol, truly beautiful. Saints 928, holy, I didn't realize this was one big bit, lol. I was wondering why Morgan was just undercutting James and why James looked like an 80s hip-hop star. Just for reference, I'm 21, but like classic stuff, so you guys are hip. No need to actually try. Tim Peoples, I was just at a coffee shop wondering if anyone here was a CSGO player. Love you guys. Keep having fun. Next time.
You too.
Yeah, next time doesn't make any sense.
No, next time. Okay, yeah, that makes the least amount of sense. You're right.
Dark Page, damn, I'm big time waiting to see my name on those credits. Soon, did James schedule his one-on-one session with you yet? Oh, Dark Page, a real funny James. James, did you?
Kind of. It's not. He's on vacation right now, so he gets back in town on Tuesday, which I said I was available. We didn't really get a time down, so tentatively Tuesday, but otherwise after that.
Okay. You guys, you got to do it. And what do we got to do to get you to unmute our channel?
What do you mean? I mean, I don't know. It's just that when
you
it's
don't have
not,
to get a notification every time. It's just when you jump on, you can just check it.
Yeah, I should.
Whenever you want to. That's what I like. You don't have to get.
James, you don't have time for these little people and their little problems. Just
I struggle sometimes with the technical aspects of it, but what the problem is a lot of times when I'm doing the college shows, I'm sharing my screen and I'm sharing my sound, and it kind of is dangerous to have some.
Yeah,
I know I do, but I'm almost done with the year. My last show is on April 14th.
Oh yeah, definitely don't fix it by clicking like 3 or 4 things before then. Just wait till it's over and then don't do anything. That makes a lot more sense. All right, moving on.
Yeah, thank you.
Wait till next year.
James misses only a pack of pogs and a skateboard to finish his look. Love your sense of humor, guys. Keep it up. Nick Hanley, they have a great sense of humor, but they need to watch the Knuckleheads. I have to do it just to save the comment section. I will jump on the bullet and I will watch Knuckleheads.
Did Nick Hanley like create Knuckleheads? You guys didn't figure that out yet?
I don't know. El Scorcho in 2011, GameFront did their first face reveal video, but switched Zach, Mitch, and James's voices around. In 2012, James got frustrated with Dark Souls and poured coffee on Mitch and pretended to quit GameFront. In 2014, GameFront introduced Joey Greer to do the Dark Souls 2 walkthrough and claimed they'd fired James. That sounds terrifying. GameFront has a great history of doing prank videos. Props for keeping it going. And yes, I'm a great GameFront historian. That is pretty good. And then we only took a
5 year
7.
7 years. Yeah.
Well, all the other ones, us not doing a video was April Fools. We're back, baby.
Got him for 6 years straight. Kamikaze Ice, the backwards GameFront shirt should be official. Good.
I was going to say, we've been saying for years, right, that we want to do more skit videos or whatever. But like, I think when COVID happened or whatever, it kind of didn't because it's hard to do on webcams and stuff. Like, there's only so many
A little bit.
ideas, right? But like, eventually, when the world gets back to normal, we should probably do, or we probably will do more of that kind of stuff. As
Yeah,
for
it'd
the
be
back,
nice to see all three of you guys together in one room again.
well, not me, obviously.
None of us will. Like Zach's in Hawaii, and Danny, you've been to the United States, right?
a long time ago though. Like, it's probably not
Where'd
feasible
you
now.
go?
New
Yeah,
York.
where'd you go?
Oh,
No.
so
The
sorry.
greatest city in the world.
No, that's Chicago. That's
New
Chicago.
York sucks. Chicago sucks.
LA, baby.
LA sucks.
We got Morgan Garfield Mondays. Everything sucks.
Connor, the Heen is an immortal legend. Nick Henley, the Heen needs to watch the Knuckleheads.
I do.
Oh,
I
boy.
do need to watch
Somebody
Knuckleheads. And I'll tell you
ban
what,
this
I'll never
man.
forget the name of it.
Should we just?
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
No, give him one of those responses though. Can't you reply with one of those automated?
There's no. What we can
There's
do.
not.
We can do.
Thanks for visiting. Thanks for visiting.
Just
for
right.
the-
Just
thanks
finish
for the
season
visit.
1. See if that tides him over.
Here you go.
We can do.
Sometimes
we
you
can do
gotta
thanks
work
for
a
the
little
visit.
extra. You don't have the default there for you. I hope Nick realizes how much effort you went through to give him that.
Yeah, that was all original.
Default.
That was...
I know. I had to type that one
Uh,
out, which is ridiculous. But
What's
anyway.
with the sound? Is he now streaming from toilet?
Oh, what? Whose sound? What's the problem?
I don't know. Pill just came in with it.
James, talk.
Talking. Do I sound? I am streaming from the toilet. Oh my god! Why? What's happening?
Wait, Pill, how do
It
you
is
know
mine.
that he's in his toilet?
It sounds fine to me. Like, I can't tell there's any difference.
That's weird.
James, not gonna lie, you should turn your bathroom into the
Recording room?
soundproof room. Yeah,
Oh God, yeah.
Maybe
Have you been to his house?
You know,
when
that's
he's
a
in
good
the bathroom?
idea.
when he's
Horrifying
in
the
bathroom.
noises that come out of there.
Oh my, people gotta poop, man. Just let
I
them
know. I did it earlier. It was intense. Live Moss, brought to you by Taco Bell.
Well, I not to cut things
Baja
short, but I think
Blast.
that now that we're getting to Danny Souls, this is where Morgan and I begin recordings, correct?
Wow.
Yeah, get out of here.
Is that okay?
If that's what
Well,
you
that's
want,
okay,
if that's what
right?
if that's what you
Yeah.
want to do.
That's. I mean, let's just finish it off. It's gonna take 10 minutes.
All
You hope.
I
Well-
mean, how many comments are there?
There are
70,000.
no,
Oh,
there are.
James, let's get out of here. James, we gotta go.
There's a fair few.
and-
James,
There's
me
probably
and
about
James have a lot of work to do today. I've got a lot of curry to make.
Oh, speaking of the toilet, I don't even know what I meant by that, but it's funny. Curry, it comes out in a hurry.
That's true. That's very true.
What do you
All
do?
right, guys,
I want to know about the
Distortion on a
curry. I
higher
want to know
pitch
about the
audibles
curry.
from James. Oh,
Potatoes, carrots, onions. Is this a Thai, Japanese? What are we doing?
it's Indian, yeah. So I do potatoes, carrots, onions. Sometimes I'll do chunks of tofu if I have an extra block of tofu around.
Boy.
I'll throw whatever vegetable in there, and then it's pretty simple. A couple cans of coconut milk. Finish off with vegetable broth until it covers all the vegetables, and then 2 like big tablespoons of this Indian curry mix. And then I simmer it for like an hour, probably.
Nice. So no chickpeas. You don't do anything like that.
I never
no,
put
not
chickpeas
usually.
in my curry. That sounds good.
Well,
Oh yeah,
so-
chickpeas is big.
Big thing for vegans, for sure. I think I have some of those like at home. Packets of chickpea
Chickpeas.
curry.
You know, you can use the liquid from a can of garbanzo beans or chickpeas as an egg substitute. You can
Yes, I
actually
did.
like whip it up.
What?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Fava,
is-
fava,
Yeah.
goose fava.
Fava.
All right, well, guys,
James wants to get out of here so bad because it's not about.
I-
him.
Come to
I mean, I
GameFront
got-
for your
yeah.
tips. Also, with chickpeas, you can make a great faux tuna. Let me tell you, chickpea tuna.
Oh,
delish.
chickpea tuna is really good. You can also make a really good like crispy taco filling. With,
Oh,
you just
yeah,
spread
I
them
see
out.
that.
Like you mix them up with taco seasoning and then spread them out on a tray, and then you bake them, and the outside gets like kind of crispy and the inside
Just
still
like-
a little soft.
I recommend that to use for like croutons. You know, you do it a little different seasoning. You can make them into croutons.
The garbanzo beans.
Yeah, the garbanzo beans. Turn them into croutons.
Oh no, you'd have to cook them for so long.
No. You just bake them for a little while.
Yeah,
It's not too long.
They completely dry out. Well, you don't want to go that far if you're making tacos.
We're in
Well,
such-
you're not making tacos. You're making croutons for salad. I'm talking.
I
about.
know. I'm just saying. Just know the difference. Know what you're making.
You're right. Yeah, it's a good point.
Yeah,
Everyone know what they're making.
We're in such a hurry. We've got so many videos to record. We better sit here and talk about curry for 5 hours.
I know.
Like-
It's killing me.
How do you do?
Why do you think we're doing it, James? Okay, goodbye.
Yeah, no. I just want to say before you go, cheers for making us sit through your videos. Thanks for that.
This is classic, James.
Yeah. But yeah,
Well, I mean,
don't worry about
it's
it.
noon. It is noon. But yes.
Time for
thank
a
you
nooner.
guys for.
Well, we're still gonna
burn it.
stay in here though, right, James? And then Danny's just gonna take us off the stream. How's
James
this gonna
just
work?
leaves.
What do you mean we're gonna? Stay?
Oh well, no, you would have to go into a different channel actually, yeah, because we're all.
We'll go. We got the. We'll go to the Adventure Bits channel.
There's
We'll figure it out.
there's the staff hot tub right below the thingy.
Oh,
You can
not
just
the
use that
Discord.
one.
I was thinking the OBS Ninja.
Oh yeah, well yeah, that's fine because I'm gonna hide your cameras, so it's all good.
Yeah. But what if you're not? I'm gonna have to watch you constantly to make sure that you don't pull us.
I
in
know.
and give secrets
Morgan
away.
did forget to disconnect the last time we did this, and I came back watching him play against James with no audio, just his webcam. It was very interesting. I told him I had a very lovely conversation with him, and he was a very good listener.
Creepy.
That's
When are we
quite
gonna
funny.
when are we gonna get to release your secret Danny videos?
Never. Those are just for Danny.
They're just for they're not because I've seen them now.
Boo, Danny.
Well, I mean,
Nah, I'm gonna
it was such a shock. I had to show somebody. Like, I mean, I didn't share it with everybody, but like,
It's on my OnlyFans. Go to my OnlyFans.
It was a
page.
beauty. I mean, if we want to talk about it, I think you look pretty good.
Oh, you should have seen. I sent one other video that night to a friend of mine, and it was classy. Yeah, yeah. Just imagine the underwear was riding up my butt like a thong.
I was. You weren't looking that bad.
I've looked better. I've been shown in a better light. I can say that for certain. Maybe one day you'll get to post it somehow. But you gotta have to put it like in the middle of the video.
Yeah. Yeah. How do I get on this mailing list? All right, we'll figure it out later.
Yeah. Yeah. Bye, James. Bye, Morgan.
Bye.
Thank God that James Heaney's finally out of this room. I could
Actually, still here for God's sakes.
Oh boy. Anyway, so we'll go through the comments for episode 2 of
This
Danny's
is
Songs.
literally when all the viewership will drop off.
Well, I mean, 11 people are still here. We'll see how many of them we can keep over the next 10, 20 minutes, however long it's going to take. Kicking off with Steve the Ghost. Oh, sorry, go on. Yep.
I was just gonna say you're not double streaming this, are you?
No, it's just on YouTube.
Okay.
Oh, we've gained a viewer. There's 12 now. But anyway.
Okay. Don't get cocky, kid.
Steve the Ghost says, I think the kick sucks personally. Too many times I've had it not go off. I just parry or backstab instead. Which sounds fair because I seem to struggle with a kick. Like when I kick, when I practice kick, it works every time for whatever reason. But like in the heat of battle, it doesn't seem to always pull off for whatever reason.
In the heat of the moment. Yeah, you kind of it's shown in that video. You were like kick, 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 and then you went down to like confront a guy and you just whiffed it. Like, yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. I not to spoil anything, but I think there might have been some controller related issues as well, which get resolved later on. But not to make excuses, like I'm still not saying the kick is great. Like there are a few issues with it. And then you follow up with episode 5, promising to focus on some fundamentals and stuff, which we do. So that's fair. And then I don't know who this guy is. Adventure something or another. No, never really.
It's a bot.
Is that just? Yeah, we'll skip that comment then. Yeah. And then the 3 Tim Peoples says round 2. Let's go.
Let's go.
Brion Fork. Danny, I think you're doing fine. Just keep at it and you'll make progress slowly but surely. Zach, your training style is way more hilarious than effective. I probably wouldn't try to push advanced techniques like parrying and kicking on him from the beginning. Just let him get comfortable with the basics first, and trying to micromanage every one of his moves. Okay, now back up, heal, now parry. Is probably a bit too much. Heal and lock-on reminders are good, but maybe back it down a notch. Although it is hilarious, so then again, maybe just keep doing what you're doing. You're more of a comedy expert than I am. I guess that's for you to sort of answer to, really.
Well, I said duly noted.
Fair enough. We'll keep it short and sweet.
I do go off on his response in one of the videos pretty harshly, or at least I'm still quite adamant. I mean, you're landing parries, you're doing it. I mean, I think you're.
I think it's consistency is the issue, right?
Yeah,
and just doing it in the first place, which I'm forgetting to do quite a lot. But
it's understandable, but I do find it interesting that they say it's you learn the mechanic pretty early in the game. You learn it right at the beginning. Parrying. You don't learn, I don't think, backstabbing. No one, that's not shown to you. You'd have to just be learning that like on a happy accident, I'm assuming, for most people. Right?
I mean, I suppose
I don't know where the message says that, like, work around to the back of the guy and then make sure you're not holding your, left your shield up and then right bumper right in this little area. But regardless, I think everyone will be pretty happy with especially the decisions you've made. I'm backing off a little bit, and you're doing really well. This is what I'm getting at.
Thank you.
Spoiler alert. And as I say that, I am now remembering some things that had happened that actually.
It's not perfect. Yeah. Let's not pretend I'm doing that well.
Yeah, right.
Get on the Discord. That's true. I mean, I think it would be good. I mean, I think quite a few people are on there now, but we do have a link in the description below if you want to jump in. We're all around.
Yeah, it's a good way to get your voice heard. I'm obviously leaving a comment's a good idea too, but like I said, I'm trying to figure out where to get the information from you guys. Although we're now at 5 videos ahead, so take a guess where we are and just try to give us useful information, I guess.
Can you see these comments, by the way?
Yeah.
Cool. David H.
This is okay. That one, yeah.
Says that the correct term is not dual wielding, but it's actually double fisting your weapon. Is that true, or is that?
No, he's just being funny. And I think now because of that, I've literally put all of them into my vocabulary. So now double fisting's coming out of my mouth. Dual wielding is coming out of my mouth. Two-handed is coming out of my mouth. I think I even say akimbo one time. No spoilers. I'm not going to say why I said it, but
I think we should just use double fisting from now on. I think that's the best term for it. Actually,
it is.
Yeah, we'll do that from now on. This is a forehead episode. I'm not sure. Is that because you mean face palming or like?
No, I'm just like literally the whole time I have my face like right up to the camera, and like all you can see is pretty much like from my mustache up. So it's just like my forehead.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
David H again says best playthrough ever. Try double fisting your weapon to break the guard of the shield, guys. I'll try to do more double fisting in the future. Basically, I think that's the lesson, right?
Yeah, I mean, now with that, you wouldn't have to worry about your kick necessarily, but you gotta get good at swapping from double fisting and single fisting.
Yeah, I do forget to switch between double fist and single fist. So I'm just going around like single fisting guys when I should be double fisting them, really, which is a problem. When you. Because like I think when you double fist somebody, like they really feel that a lot more, like they.
Oh yeah, you could rupture something if you double fist somebody.
Yeah, whereas when you single fist somebody, it just takes longer to get the job done. And so
sure. Preaching to the choir, buddy. I know all about double fisting and single fisting.
Yeah, so duly noted, as you say, on that one. This is a funny comment, actually, after our conversation yesterday. I don't know if you want to read this one out.
From Dangerous?
Dangerous87, yes.
Yeah. Okay. It's like Danny and James both have tunnel vision. It's strange to me how you can't notice your health or stamina bar, or the item pickup prompt, or the currently equipped item when they're right there, dotted around the screen. Are you using massive 80-inch TVs or something? Don't get me wrong, loving all the playthrough.
Sorry. I mean, it is a large screen. It is a lot. Well, I mean, it's. I don't don't know if I can show everybody what kind of screen it is, but like I can certainly try. I mean, it's
well, James is playing on an old CRT though TV.
This is like a big wide. I don't think there's enough. Like I can't even get it far away enough from the screen to really show the show. You know what I mean? But like it's a very big wide screen, so it is quite big. So
it's an ultra wide screen. What is the inches? Do you know the inches?
Yeah, 34,
32,
34, I think.
Oh yeah, you're doing a terrible job of showing.
If I take a photograph of it, and this is using wide angle lens, then I can put this up to the screen maybe, but it's the wrong thing. iPhones are supposed to be easy, man, and it's like taking it in the wrong orientation. There you go. So that's the screen, right? So like it's a big, and that's with a wide lens on, so like so that you can see it all. So it's like quite a big wide screen. So yeah, I think that's the issue, right? So like basically, when the pop-up comes up on the bottom and stuff, if I'm looking in the distance for like enemies coming or other things, like I'm literally not concentrating on that part of the screen, so I don't see it and I don't acknowledge it. I know with James that he does play on a TV, like from right across the room.
Yeah, he's pretty close to the TV though.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. He's probably right up to it, right? Or
yeah.
I mean, I don't know because his setup changes every 5 minutes, so it's hard to tell how far away how he is from one thing to another. I do find if I'm playing a game on a TV, which is like across the room, like if you were playing on an Xbox or something, I'm not as bad for that stuff because it's just more in my field of view, if you like. But maybe that's just me. I'm just weird like that. I don't know.
Yeah, it sounds like you're weird because it's like still pretty centered of the screen. Like you'd have to be really close, I think, to miss these things. But it's okay. It's all good.
Alex Richards says, good stuff. I generally agree with everything people have already commented. Danny shed some pounds off Pat. So have I made him a bit too is Pat too fat, basically? Is that the
Yeah, just sack Pat.
Just sack Pat. Zach, micromanage a little bit less, maybe hold off on the pointers towards the optimal path. Well, we've kind of done all this, like in future episodes and stuff. So that's all fair.
All fair in love and war.
Morgan and James are your babies, according to Backseat Gaming Studios. I'm not
sure. Well, you make a comment about that in the video. Or we kind of like make a joke that they are our babies.
You know what? It was so long ago, I can't even remember, you know? Like, I've completely forgotten.
Remember.
I think I am James, you know, which is a scary thing to admit, but like, I don't seem to remember what I said in the videos. I don't remember what happened in them.
Hey, man, some of us just have a little bit better retention than other people. It's all good.
Nick Hanley says, Zach, you are doing great. Danny, it's hard at first, but it will get easier. Stay calm. Go forward slowly and with purpose. It will work out. Please get good enough so that I can rip on James for being the worst. I think that's the big, that's the big fear people have, right? Like that James will no longer be the worst Dark Souls player on the channel.
Yeah. Kamikaze Ice. I love a good James jabs. Oh wait, I love a good James jab. I'm just gonna take away that S for you. But give the man some credit. He ain't DSP. Oh God, Dark Side Phil. Oh Jesus, that's the comparison.
I was gonna say who's Dark Side Phil. I don't.
He's like just an embarrassing wreck of a gamer. I'm trying. I'll send you like some clips later. I get him mixed up with another guy that's pretty embarrassing too. He's like such a shill. Yeah, it is Dark Side Phil. That's the guy I'm thinking of. He's a little bitch is the best way to put it. He cannot not complain. I mean, it's all pity party with him. And he's just really fucking terrible. It's not good. Okay, I shit on somebody enough.
Yeah, that was a bit dark. But anyway, I've never seen it, so I don't know myself. But fair enough.
Yeah.
And then I think we're scrolling up. Okay, Neil Light says, apparently I'm taking over Gamefront and I need to be stopped, apparently. But then jokes aside, apparently people want to see you on more videos, which, I I mean, you've been on more stuff lately, like live streams and other things.
Yeah, I think that's where I'll be probably shining most, or coming through live streams.
This comes back to something I was going to say earlier, because like Morgan was saying, maybe we should swap, right? Like, so James should become my coach, and then you should take over Dark Souls 3 from James for a while, since that seems to be where the struggles seem to be. And I don't. I mean, you say that you don't actually know a lot about Dark Souls 3, so I don't know if that would work. Would it?
Yeah, I mean, probably not so well. I mean, a lot of the mechanics are the same, obviously, but I don't know the bosses. I don't really know where you're going, or where he'd be going. Then again, that's fine. That's the point of the game, right?
Yeah, I mean, I suppose if you've got the mechanics down and you understand like the principles of it, like you probably can. I mean, even if you don't necessarily know where you're going, I'm sure you're probably of a knowledge level where you can probably make assumptions. Or
yeah. I mean, I've been playing this game for, I want to say, almost like 10 years, and I think anyone that, like, even if they're just playing Dark Souls, the first game, the remastered or whatever, Prepare to Die edition, the real OG one, you should be able to be competent probably in Dark Souls 3. I think the game, you haven't played any of them, but Dark Souls 2 is like a slog. Like, everything feels slower in that game. So if you feel heavier, and it does feel kind of different. Whereas when I did play a little bit of Dark Souls 3, like the roll, the dodge animation, and like all that, like a lot of it just felt, the actual combat felt the same. So I think it shouldn't be so crazy.
Okay.
That was a weird thing at James, is what I'm getting at.
I've heard Dark Souls 2 is the worst of the 3.
I think it's to each person's preference, because like I said, 2's almost like a whole nother beast. And there's Dark Souls 2, and then there's Dark Souls 2, what is it called?
Scholar of the First Sin.
Scholar of the First Sin. So it's like, it's the whole game was like shifted around. They moved, they changed stuff up. I don't know exactly what, but anyhow.
Mikhail Rose says, move over, Morgan. Zach's coming for you. I take it you're not a fan of Dark Souls 3. Well, we just discussed that. And so we kind of just discussed that. Wraith Mick says that he's actually a fan of your aggression, which you do have a very passive aggressive kind of approach to.
Is it passive aggressive? I mean, I just think it's aggressive. That's what I mean. Like, I don't know when I read someone say passive aggressive. I mean, I guess I say some comments like that way, passive aggressively, but generally, like, when I am like saying something to you, it's to you, and it's at
yeah. But I mean, aggressive would be if you were just sitting there going, "Oh, you're a fucking idiot. What are you doing this for?" Whereas what you're really doing is you're just going, and then pick up the thing again. That's right. You roll off the edge of the cliff.
Yeah, you don't want to fucking pick that up, huh? I'll just keep on moving on. All right, that's no big deal. Yeah, okay.
Exactly. So that's the passive aggressive part of it, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
But I think it's quite funny when you do that. Like, I think it works.
Snarky backseat gaming, that's what I'd call it.
Fair enough. I feel, the Mowen says, I feel compelled to be extra nice to Danny, whether or not he actually deserves it, because Zach is so rough with him. I think that's probably a good thing for me, right? Like, maybe I'm just getting a bit of sympathy vote just because you're railing on me so hard in these videos.
I know. If I was like really nice to you, I wonder if it would be like, wow, Danny is fucking awful.
Well, maybe
be the ones taking that, like, oh, we got this, guys.
Well, it's going to change, I think, over the next, like, as we get more and more into it, like your style's changing. People are going to get more and more fed up with me and the stupid things that I'm doing. So I feel like eventually I'm going to get like 20 episodes into this, and people are going to be like they are on James now, just like literally saying that it's the worst thing they've ever watched. People saying that they're taking cheese graters to their own heads. Like, it's gonna get bad, right? I know it's coming. I'm just gonna enjoy the easy ride while I've still got it, basically.
Yeah, I guess that's a good idea. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Do you want to take this one?
Is this Isaac Sims?
This is Isaac Sims.
Okay, I really enjoyed this. Danny, you're doing really well. No mistake about it. Oh, wait, really well. No, yeah. Zach, make sure not to tell Danny about every trap and trick of the trade, though, because those surprise attacks and dumb deaths are some of the most pleasant Dark Souls memories, even if they did make me want to punch the TV at the time. yeah, I'm definitely taking heed to being less spoilery, let's say, but it's definitely, I'd say two episodes out.
Okay.
I do in next 2 episodes. I do a little more hand holding than I should, but it works out. I think in the end, I didn't hold your hand, that well.
No, I mean,
it was a kid's hand I had, and I was also like, wait, why am I holding a child's hand? Thought I was holding a grown man's hand.
I mean,
walking across the street.
I feel like
maybe
I like what?
You're like Benjamin Button, like you're like de-aging. Oh, you haven't seen Invincible, huh? The TV show.
No.
Do you
sorry. What you'll find with me is if you ask me if I've seen something, like 9 times out of 10, the answer is going to be no. And then very rarely there'll be a yes. But like most of the time, just assume I've never seen something.
Yeah. I'll stick to that from here on out.
I was just going to say, Pill is asking in the chat when the new episodes come out. Just to fill you in, I'm going to try and get them uploaded today. So they'll be on Patreon soon, maybe overnight tomorrow. And then they'll kind of come out one a week, but we might do them more than one a week. It depends on like how far behind, because we are getting quite ahead of ourselves now. So I might release 2 this week.
You friggin' better.
Okay, we'll try and do 2 this week, maybe 2 next week, just to catch up a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even I'm like starting to get a little like, oh God, what did we do?
Yeah, we've done too many of them, and we even tried to do. We even spent like a few days just doing live streams instead, rather than recording more episodes, and we're still like 5 episodes ahead. So we probably do need to curb our enthusiasm a little bit. The Darkest Dragon says, "You, my sirs, are the new popes of Gamefront. Go punch him. You are doing well, my friend. Much better than James when he first started. I will say parrying is very hard skill to learn in the beginning. Try just blocking while locked on and circling on to the enemy's backs and attack 2 times and let your stamina regenerate as you get stronger or upgraded weapons. You can change this ratio as you see fit when you are more adept at enjoying the videos. When you are more adept enjoying the videos, good luck." And then a side note, which was longer than the original note. Side note. While rolling, don't just put the stick in any random direction. You can pick which way to roll. I mean, I kind of know that, but I do admit that I just kind of roll in whatever direction. Yeah, probably not in the back. I think what I do is I roll into people, right? Like I seem to be rolling into the enemies a lot, which doesn't make a lot of sense.
For bosses, it does though. A lot of bosses, you kind of always want to roll towards their attacks. Rolling away is what usually will get you hit.
Yeah, it depends on the situation. I think maybe that's where I've possibly picked up the habit, like when we were doing some of the bosses and I was rolling towards them to try and stay out of the... It's like, what was the guy on the bridge? What was he called?
God, he's not the tourist demon. He's a demon, though. I'm totally brain farting right now.
Yeah,
I've been meaning to pull that stuff up, too, and I keep forgetting.
I think that's where I've picked the habit up, basically. But anyway... Also, take off your helmet and gloves so you can medium roll. Funnily enough, we did do that.
Spoiler.
Yeah, I mean it's not a massive spoiler, but yeah.
No, it's not.
There's a lot of playing around with armor and rolls and things like that. So,
did I say the Taurus demon? It is the Taurus demon.
Okay, I thought the Taurus demon was the boar thing, wasn't it?
No, the boar is. No, he's like. That is what he is. He's like a big boar, something like that. I can't remember what it's called.
Okay.
Iron boar. He's not a boss. He'd be like a mini boss or something, maybe.
I think this one's for you. This comment.
Fang boar. Oh, this comment.
I'm gonna let you take this comment. I think this one.
The ice says measure twice, cut once. That's what she said when she was a he. But
Anyway.
So that's a Bruce Jenner, Caitlyn Jenner joke.
El Scorcho
says,
it's
really any person, or never mind, not going down that any further.
El Scorcho says, I rewatched 55 minutes and 50 seconds about 10 times. I don't remember what that was. I already did that. Like I figured that bit.
Right, but you're asking how you use
Is
it.
this where I fall off the
Right?
cliff and
Son of a
No,
bitch.
I ended up clicking.
Well, this guy's gonna
I was on the wrong thing. I was on the wrong thing.
Hey, get down. Go. Get on the ladder. Get on the ladder. Go. Quick like a bunny.
Oh, is this like a time limited thing?
Hold B. Oh, yeah, you think they give you 3? Hold B. Stop holding. Never mind. Fuck it. We'll learn how to slide later.
Yeah, watch. I can do it like this.
Go. Quick like a bunny. Press
No,
Y.
You weren't supposed to do it yet.
Move your camera so you can, like, look forward.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm
This
trying.
is, I guess, the frustrating part.
Turn around. Oh, fuck it. It's too late
Yeah,
now.
I
I don't know.
mean,
Turn around.
No, it's fine. I got this. There's my just to. It's all good.
little off,
It's
but
all
yeah.
fine. Everything is fine. Everything is okay. Everything is fine. I admit that didn't go particularly well. So fair enough. I don't think that's the funniest thing I've done so far, is it? Like I'm sure I've had a few pretty ridiculous falls off ledges at the start of this video.
yeah.
I think.
I think his point was just really the whole like me being like, okay, you've equipped the gold pine resin. Now, how do you use it? And then you waste one of your Estus flasks, and then you pretty much, didn't know what to do once you've used the gold pine resin, like, our approach to the fight. So you just kind of.
Yeah, I have to admit,
You,
I do
you
have
Leroy Jenkins, if I could, put it into a meme kind of thing. You were just like, Leroy! And it's like, oh, great. I said gold pine resin. I literally tell him to read them, how it works, and then you just all of a sudden, boop. Thinks it's going to be a one-time application and it's going to work forever.
I thought it would just be okay, like you just apply it like it was an enchantment or something to the weapon, and then you just
apply it on the head. Apply it to the head.
I'm sorry. Look, I admit, right, that I make a lot of assumptions, and I just think I know what I'm doing when I don't, because I don't know why. I don't know why I'm like that. I know I need to stop and just listen to your advice. Don't run before I can walk. It's just, I don't know. It's just such a bad habit. I just enjoy, you know what it is? I enjoy the game so much that I want to be good at the game. Like, I just want to play the game like a pro. And I'm just trying to run before I can walk. That's what's happening. Anyway, the Dark Genius says, don't worry, Danny, you'll eventually get the standard issue Souls habits down, which is lock on, which I'm getting better at, but not perfect. Back up to heal. Yeah. I need to work on
Thinking
that.
about recording yesterday, and I'm just like, yeah, you still do need to work on the lock on.
I'm getting better at it. I mean, I do it more than I used to, but like, I mean, okay, little spoilers, but like, I'm not perfect.
Not really a big spoiler, but it's just like, yeah, we are talking about, okay, we have 5 episodes recorded already, so that's technically episode 7, and we're referencing that you still can't lock on.
I can lock on, just not all the time. But I don't lock on when I don't feel like I need to, if I'm honest. Like, sometimes I feel like I'm in a situation where the camera's in the right place, I'm getting the attacks in, it's working. Like, I don't need this extra click right now. I'm just going to concentrate on doing something. Like, that's kind of sometimes when I don't lock on. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't think there's too many situations where it's just silly I'm not locking on because the guy's behind me and I can't even see what's happening right now. Like, I feel like those have cut down in my defense. Maybe.
Yeah. In your defense, sure.
Anyway, keep your eye on the enemy. Keep all enemies' positions in mind if they're not the one you're focusing on. Once you've got that down, hopefully before I start a playthrough of the next game, you can start on the fun stuff like playing unlocked, learning enemy patterns, tracking enemies without keeping them on camera, healing mid-combat, parrying, etc. So yeah, that's the kind of stuff that's literally what I'm trying to do now, right? Which I shouldn't be doing. It's basically the conclusion. Yeah. Also, measure twice, cut once is good life advice in general, which is true. As an aspiring accountant, for me, it's more measure thrice, check it against the books, and then check after cutting, just to make sure that you're accurate. But I'm not actually sure how good the advice is for the Dark Souls series because it's more of a cut, fail loop on and on because you have unlimited pieces of wood, i.e. lives, to try and get perfect. The only thing limited is your tools. If you choose to use the extra ones, time and your sanity at completing the Sisyphean task?
Yeah, I guess so.
I think that's not entirely true, is it? Because like, even though you technically have an unlimited number of lives, as I've
you don't. Technically.
No. Well, yeah,
You-
that's yeah. Well, yeah, there's
want
that as
to
well.
beat it under a certain amount, so there is kind of some sort of ceiling. I mean, you could obviously bust through that ceiling, but we'd really like it if you didn't.
Well, have you decided what the punishments are yet?
No, but I have to soon. I'm realizing now. God, one of those episodes, it felt like you were just like, oh, now I remember. Never mind. No spoilers.
Have you decided on any of the punishments yet?
Yeah, I fly over there and I punch you in the nuts.
Based on how you punched that door yesterday, I'm not looking forward to that. That's an idea.
Oh my god. My whole hand is crazy.
Why did you do that? I still don't fully understand what that was
I
about.
was a little on I was on a high, let's say. I was like enjoying the music I was listening to, and I was just kind of tired of my neighbors being loud all the time. So I felt like to that last night was that night was for me. That was all for me.
Fair enough. But anyway,
I want to scream Taylor Swift songs at the top of my lungs in my underwear and punch a door. I'm gonna fucking do it, goddammit.
Yeah, you do you, right? You do you.
Yeah. Exactly. One day out of the year, okay?
What I was going to say, though, is like it's not just the fact that there's a punishment and a limit attached in that way, but also the fact that, as I've learned recently, like the more you die, like it costs you potentially more souls because then you have to do that.
Yeah, if you don't get back to getting your souls, then you completely lose that whole like progress in that avenue. Also with your level, your humanity, staying alive, can always be beneficial to kindling the bonfires. So less deaths means you have to reverse your hollowing less. So yeah.
Yes. So I think measure twice, cut once is actually a good idea for many reasons.
Cut, fail is still kind of the thing. It's like that movie, Live, Die, Repeat. Edge of Tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's wrong. Like you can cut, fail, but it's probably better not to.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm worried he's just gonna put all his weapons away to just like walk in there. Let's try it out. Let's just see how this goes.
Ulasar's botnet says, I think Danny should start over, pick Pyro, and do an SL1 run. Now, I don't know if that's a legit comment or a sarcasm thing, or like, can you translate?
He's not, well, he is trolling, hopefully, because that would be a very difficult thing to do. So Pyro's the one character or class that you can pick that you actually do start at Souls level 1. I forgot about that. And so, yeah, and then you don't level up. So the only thing you can do is like level up your sword. So you never put any levels into your souls. It's very difficult is what I'm getting at.
I thought Pyro was supposed to be the easy option, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, but then you would level up. You'd continue to level up. This is like a way to like really, test yourself of your Dark Souls.
So an SL1 run means that you're not allowed. You could do it, but you're not allowed to level yourself up beyond.
Yeah. Right, and
okay. I'm not a fan of that idea, to be honest. Simple says, tough loving from Zach. Might want to strap a bag of ice onto my head. Seems like it's going to start fuming from trying to keep up with Zach's banter. I don't know. I mean, it's not been that bad overall. There's been a few awkward questions in future episodes, which I won't spoil, especially yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
But
keep things fresh and interesting.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing, right? You're just trying to concentrate on the game and you're trying to just get down your parries and your blocks and your locking on and all this stuff. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Zach will just ask you a ridiculous fucking question. That's just like the most wildly inappropriate thing. And it does catch you off guard, right? So I'm going to blame Zach for at least 4 or 5 of the deaths that I've had so far, just because he's just caught me so off guard. Oh, the lights have gone off again.
Yeah, it's understandable.
Anyway, so there's that.
Oh, my camera went all crazy. Cool.
Yeah, the camera went a bit weird there as well. I'm not sure what's happening. Glitches.
Oh, I can see Morgan. I can see Morgan.
Oh, I didn't turn Morgan back on, did I?
No, but
I did now. His camera's there. Oh yeah, there's Morgan. Hey Morgan, bye Morgan. I shouldn't do that. Anyway,
you should swap my camera for his camera, and I'll just keep talking. It'll look very weird.
Anyway, we need to wrap through these.
As
soon as we can. I'm running out of time quite rapidly here. So 2441. One of these is like the Heen. I'm guessing that's a reference to me. Zach is Kurt Russell, Escape from NYLA and Big Trouble in Little China. Winner, chicken dinner. Din din. Although I did think Danny DeVito, but remembered that it was Joe Pesci and not Danny DeVito that was in Lethal Weapon 2.
Joe Pesci.
Joe Pesci. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know people films. And then I transform into the Heen a bit. I think we've concluded generally that I am the Heen. That seems fair. Danny uses Zach voice. It's very effective.
You do my David Mitchell, I think, impersonation back.
Ah, okay. I did try and do an impression of you the other day, which I thought was I don't know how well that went actually.
It went swimmingly.
Thank you.
I think James appreciated it, right? It was while we were streaming.
Oh yeah, it was when we were streaming. It wasn't when we were recording. Yeah. That was it. Yeah.
It was right after we were done recording. We streamed a little bit. Check it out. We did American Truck Simulator and PUBG. Fuck.
PUBG. Right. Don't talk about PUBG. Your blood pressure will go up again.
I know. Jeez, I need that bag of ice on my head.
I've never seen you that angry before in my life. I think that is that what precipitated the door punch.
Probably. I think all last night was just fueled by testosterone and just being a Neanderthal and having a small Neanderthal brain or like a lizard brain. And I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna do this.
The crystal lizard wanted its time in the spotlight, which was quite funny.
Yeah, as you kicked it around.
Backseat Gaming Studio says that reminds me of when James would leave his game on and always have extra Estus flasks when he came back. You did remind me of that actually. That was something you did. I've been tempted to do it. I don't know if I should do that.
He came back over a weekend. I think he left it on, and he had like 20 Estus flasks. like it filled it up like all the way.
Yeah, I mean that's it's tempting to try, but I don't want to resort to doing like James-esque little cheats, right? Like I feel like I'm cheating myself if I do that. I mean, if people give me permission to do it or someone says it's a good idea, then maybe.
Oh, I mean, you'd be leaving it on your computer, all night. I mean, there's no point in doing that. That's
fine because I do render videos overnight and stuff, so I could do that.
Okay, well, you do you, but that's when you're gonna forget. You're gonna get on your keyboard, start typing, and it's gonna start making your character move, and then next thing you know, you've like killed yourself 17 times. You don't even know.
That is a thing I did once. Anyway,
spoiler
alert. It's difficult. We need to get up to date because there's too many things I want to talk about, but like I don't want to spoil stuff. So we will try and release a bunch this week if we can, just to get up to date.
You should just throw up that video I did too, like.
Yeah, I'll put that up as well. I think we need to do more stuff like that, where we just like trimming down live streams and just putting them into like a fun.
Well, I didn't even have to really do that. Someone else did all the legwork on that one, so thank you. I think it was either Pill or Sims or someone. I can't remember. I should be giving the person proper credit for clipping it, especially when I'm yelling at the top of my lungs. Clip this! Clip this!
Yeah, I think Pill does a little. Yeah, do that. Pill's quite good at doing the clipping of on Twitch whenever something fun happens. So, Drogdor says, "Danny, I'm a bit of a completionist. I like everybody being dead." And then he jumps into his Hulk Hogan voice, which I can have a go at. Well, you know something, Mean Heen. Danny Mania isn't running wild on the power of the completionist, dude. Danny Mania is running wild on the power of the genocidal, brother.
That was pretty good.
That's not a terrible Hulk Hogan impression, right? Like it's like probably not the best.
Like, yeah, not the best, but not the worst.
Because Hulk Hogan's not British, right? I think my Macho Man Randy Savage is a bit better than Hulk Hogan. Like with Macho Man Randy Savage, he's more like, "Ooh yeah, it's the Macho Man," right? Like he's a bit like that. But
yeah, a little bit like that. "Ooh yeah, brother," something like that.
Yeah. The president of
yeah, you're gonna get down there and do this. It's like he's got like he gets a little high pitched a little bit every little bit. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. See, yeah, it's like that. There you go.
Snap into a Slim Jim, brother. Something like that, right?
Okay, I think you're kind of mixing them together, but that's good too. That works.
Well, that was yeah, Randy. Oh, is Hulk Hogan dead as well?
No, but no.
Okay. Anyway,
I mean, that guy's alive and well, I'm pretty sure.
That's a surprise, but fair enough.
Yeah.
Kamikaze, the president of Adventure Bits, is very important. Sure. I'm not sure what Adventure Bits has to do with this, but anyway.
We can kind of skip mine. You don't have to really read it. I mean, that's for everyone else, you know.
Okay, we'll skip that one. People can go read that if they want to read it.
Yeah.
Mikhail Rose says, finally, the long-awaited episode 2. It's only been a week. I mean, generally everything goes up 1 a week, so I don't know why people feel like it's been an eternity since like episode 1 and 2.
Well, they're just clamoring for it, and like I said, you know, it's like when a new TV show comes out, generally they put up 2 episodes in the beginning or something. Well, maybe that's when it's actually destined to be a failure.
I have to admit, it does annoy me when like a series has been filmed, but they release it 1 a week, like on Amazon or whatever, and you just want to binge watch the whole thing, right? And it's like, you have the episodes, just put them up. Let me watch them in my own time. Like, why are you making me wait a week?
That's what's going on with Invincible right now. Every Friday.
So we'll try and get them out at a more regular cadence, is what we'll try and do. Danger Dad says, this is like when everyone's favorite side characters in the series get their own episode, but it's a whole series. Gold. Morgan for Pope 2021.
Yeah, Morgan for Pope. And
finally, Meow Meow says, Daddy Zach can be harsh, but he can tell you he loves you. That's very true. That's your vibe. Yeah. Very caring, but also a maniacal maniac at the same time.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that's the end of our video. We can just quickly check in on our James and Morgan voyeur spy cams just to see how things are going with their recording sessions.
Well, Morgan's disappeared.
I should turn Morgan's camera off quickly. Yeah. Anyway, so thanks for tuning into the live stream. Yeah, comments and stuff. Like, comment, subscribe, etc. Do you have any parting words?
No, thanks for being a part of this, guys. And if you can, get on the Discord and throw in, your thoughts there on the GameFront. We got a Danny Souls channel, and everything's welcome. What is happening in the background? I'm sorry, getting distracted by the delayed seeing Morgan walk in and out. Yeah, just keep doing what you're doing, people.
Yeah, I thought I should turn that back off pretty quickly because I didn't realize he was wandering around. I just assumed it anyway. Whoops.
Oh, yeah, don't want to get banned for the wrong reason.
And on that bombshell, it's time to end the stream. So yeah, we'll